Hey, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy Vegan on a very early live stream, as you guys have mentioned here in the chat already. Yeah, I wanted to get one in, a little earlier than normal so people in other parts of the world, particularly people in Europe, can watch me without having to have their whole sleep cycles messed up. So if you are watching in Europe, say hello. Let me know where you're from. Where you're at, what country, and that'd be awesome to let me know that these early times are cool. But yeah, it's for me right now. It's Tuesday, March 30th at 2:30 p.m. I usually come on like 5 hours later than this. So I thought it'd be cool. Like I said, it's been a long time. Maybe my first one of the year. So anyway, cool. Glad I see a lot of the regulars here. Hey, Wujita, how's it going? And Johnny Bravo. Hey, if you got to exercise, if you got to do stuff, totally cool. I know this is not a normal time, like I said, but just thought it'd be cool to see if we can get some Europeans and others around the world, or just even if the United States and you're busy when I usually come on. Maybe you're on the East Coast and you're getting ready for sleep if you're an early bird. So anyway, what's up, guys? How is it going? Yeah, I am doing well, guys. Let's see, vegan Metcodbot. Am I pronouncing your name right there? I was watching our onions and garlic video just before this. Which one? Actually, we have several videos clarifying our position about onions and garlic. And a lot of people think we hate onions and garlic, or we're telling people to avoid them at all costs. Far from it. Yeah, I don't know why people don't understand. It's just a personal preference. Just like I don't like bell peppers all that much. I don't hate them. Just a personal preference thing. So we got Asad's from Slovenia, Europe, 11 p.m. All right, cool. Yeah, I know it's later. It's even for a lot of you guys in Europe, it's still late, but cool. I'm glad I'm on at a time, because it would be quite late for you'd be in the middle of REM sleep if you're watching when I normally come on. I guess you wouldn't be watching if you're in REM sleep. Let's see, 5:30 p.m. So you must be on the East Coast according to my primitive mathematics there. Let's see. You forgive us. Yeah, it's onions and garlic. I mean, it's like you said, it's not a right or wrong thing. It's like a lot of people, oh, you guys are wrong about onions and garlic. How can I be wrong? I just don't prefer. In fact, I had some the other day. What was I making? I made some food that had onions and garlic. Oh yeah, Angie got me some weird tofu processed thing. It had been flavored, and I looked on the package and damn, there's garlic in there, but. We already had committed to it. It was in our home, so I made it up, and I ate it. And man, she was telling me later that night we're going to bed. Man, you smell like garlic. I go, I know. The next day, man, Ryan, you still reek of garlic. So that's one of the main reasons. I still like my body odor being taken over by a food for 2, sometimes 3 days. If you're cool with that, like I said, it's great. It's perfectly acceptable. It's not like I think you're a bad person or anything like that. I just don't like my body smell taken away. So, hey, Race Lover. Hey, we got 2 mods on today. Awesome. Good, Race. I didn't see you on our last live stream. I came on Thursday night instead of Friday. Maybe you're busy or something like that. I apologize for those that were expecting a regular Friday live stream, but I did it Thursday night instead. Let's see, I'm an American vegan. I do American times only. No, I'm a American vegan, but our audience is anyone with access to the internet. So you could be anywhere in the world, essentially. Hey, produce not pills. Ocean ramen. Yeah, right and wrong. I mean, I'll argue for the rightness or wrong things, like the wrongness of killing animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, especially since we don't have to. It's unnecessary. So yeah, there's a right and wrong there. But, liking garlic, that's personally subjective. It's like liking a kind of music or liking a spice or something like that. There's no right and wrong, just whatever you're into. Favorite things to add to mashed potatoes. We don't make them too often, Albert, but I usually make them like in the holidays here in the United States. If you're a United States viewer, it's like basic stuff like vegan butter is essential. I like the Miyoko's vegan butter. I remember getting it at Trader Joe's a bunch of times. It's been a while. I'm sure Angie and I will add some of her spices in, probably the kinds of spices you see like in Cubic Carb Baby. I'm guessing maybe some lemon pepper or black pepper. Stuff like that. Maybe some rosemary or something like that. But yeah, And review of Seaspiracy. Yes, I still, thanks to Neuron John. Thank you. For reminding me about that. I still as I said on Thursday, I realized I don't have a Netflix subscription anymore, so I'm going to renew it specifically so I could watch my friend's movie Ali, Tabrizi, and Lucy. They've been here at our house several times. Haven't seen them since they've been the hardcore filming and finishing the movie, but I'm going to get Netflix again. I just haven't had a chance to watch it, guys. I've actually been in here for the past like 3 days, hardcore, working on music, working on new songs. So I've been I haven't had it. My evenings have been different. I'm not like watching TV for the past few days, just working on some music here. So I will definitely watch Seaspiracy. I'm totally excited to see it. I want to see my friends. I want to see their work of art, and I'm excited. I've been following all their social media. They're like in the top 10 on Netflix in most countries, despite the seafood industry trying to threaten to sue Netflix, trying to prevent the release of the movie because they didn't like what he was going to say. I didn't know that was the grounds for a lawsuit. You can try to sue someone to prevent them from releasing a work of art because you don't like what you think it's going to be about. Interesting. It shows you their the lack of transparency. They don't like the information getting out there to the public. My friend should give me a free pass. No, I don't mind. I'll pay for it. I think they have like a simple they have different tiers. I'll just get the lower one. Like one login at a time. It's just me and Angie. We're just going to watch it at the same time. Whatever. It'll be cool. I don't need to like pirate anyone's login or anything like that. I'm sure it's going to be depressing too. I mean, it's just how it works. The information needs to get out there. The thing is, it's kind of ironic because most of us vegans already are aware of the horrors of, like, say, how animals are treated in farming and slaughterhouses. Vegans are pretty much aware of what the kind of destruction is happening in our oceans because of the seafood industry. We know, and it's if you're that kind of person that's into making media about that, revealing, exposing, awesome. But it's like, we don't really have to see it. I want to see it though, but it's like, no, we have to because we already know. And this movie is made for the masses who are either blissfully unaware of what's really happening, or ones who just might be convinced if they were to see what kind of harm that their lifestyle choices are making for the planet that we all live on and depend upon for all life. So it's important to be, that these movies get made. I'm very happy, like I said, to see Ali's movie finally come out after like maybe 3 years or so of making it. No, Race, no one give me your Netflix login. I'll gladly pay like the $7-8 for their lowest tier and have Netflix again for a month. Maybe there's some new stuff on there that's been updated on their website that I haven't seen in a while on their app. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot to learn from. Yeah, I'm not saying I know all the facts of all the horrors of seafood, but I've been following all these social media for a long time. So yeah, I'm aware of the general gist of it. In fact, I've used some of the, I've used data, about the destruction of our oceans. I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, I'm aware. But I want to learn more, and I'm sure it's going to be more depressing than where my research has last left off in this. Let's see, Life O Beauty. Okay, am I going to be visiting Disneyland this year? Good question. They're opening up again, unless something happens weird. But I heard California, LA, and Orange County, where we are in Disneyland, is moving down to an even a better tier of how much open how like capacities businesses can be. So Disneyland will go from like 35 or 15% to 35%. Anyway, yeah, we'd like to go. Disneyland hasn't mentioned any given any information about how this will happen, how you sign up, how much it will cost. Pass holders like us, local pass holders are kind of all out of luck right now. I have a pass that expires in December from my friend who works there, or at least worked there. And hopefully that'll be, at least I'm saying I'll see Disneyland at least once this year, but I'm hopefully, we'll see what's going on. We just need more information. Let's see, Race Life, you're trying to save me $8. Saving bucks is vegan. Yeah, I'm with you, Race. No, I mean, yeah, I know what you're doing. I appreciate that, Race. Yeah, I don't want to share their login information with me. I'll get Netflix for a month. It's cool. It's no big deal. It's all good. I'll support the company that's supporting Seaspiracy. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, I want them to know that, I will get Netflix to watch movies like that. They keep track of all your data, what you watch. They'll say, oh, okay, he came specifically for Seaspiracy. You got Netflix and watch Seaspiracy right off the bat. And they might see me play it a few times because I might do a review of it as well, like I did with the Game Changers. So, yeah, we will see. I mean, I'm going to see it eventually. Hopefully I'll see it this week. And maybe tonight. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how my songwriting is going here. I've just been on a roll. You know what it's like if you're a creative person, an artist type, and something strikes you, like, the force of a new work, I don't know how to say it. You just got to go with it. You have to kind of stop what you're doing if you can and just run with it. So I've just been like working hard in here for the past few days on music instead of vegan videos. But yeah, here I am with you guys. So I'm working on a vegan video right now with you guys, a live stream. Chode, Wes Watson's YouTube channel. Who is Wes Watson? Is this a person I should be aware of? Hey, Jamit in Australia, in Melbourne. Good day to you, Jamit. Thank you for the first super chat tip of the day here. Much appreciated. In fact, let me leave a link. A lot of you guys probably don't know that we also, you can leave super chats, not only on YouTube here, but on Streamlabs, kind of like how Vegan Gains does it. I'm going to pin it up top. What's cool about Streamlabs is unlike YouTube, they take a pretty hefty cut of any super chat tip you might not be aware of. It's like I think it's around 50%, something like that. Maybe 40%, but yeah, Streamlabs gives creators the entire super chat tip donation. So, and if you leave over $5 of a donation tip, it'll do text to speech. Assuming to have it all set up right. I haven't tested out today, but yeah, it'll read your text as well. So just pin that up there for y'all. Just letting you know, it's not saying you guys have to do that. I just want to let you know that there's that option where you can make a tip where your comment will get in my face and they won't take a cut. Other than like, the processing fees, like for PayPal or whatever. Can't get around that. Let's see. Vegan Metalhead, what's up? Watching scary NFL injuries and needed something positive? Oh yeah, I think my live stream is a little more positive than watching NFL injuries on YouTube. Let's see. Johnny's saying, is Ben Watson, who you guys were asking me earlier, as a person who tells his experience about prison? Okay, I definitely never seen that person. I mean, how many? There's like 1 million people on YouTube, right? No, it's okay, Jam. If you want to leave your super chat tips here on YouTube, it's cool. The Streamlabs made it pretty easy. I checked it out from the other side, from the viewer side. It's pretty easy. You don't need like some weird account or anything like that. They made it pretty chill. But yeah, YouTube's greedy. They're part of Google. That's why they're one of the most, wealthy, corporations in the world. They are all about business. It seems like now they could like maybe make their decrease the amount of cut they take from like our ad revenues and our tips. I mean, it's our tips, right? And it's like they don't have to like take such a cut. But anyway, what are you gonna do? Well, you can do that. Go to Streamlabs. Dario, this is a great question, Dario. What do you say to people who say that vegans are hypocrites because they drink almond milk, which kills a lot of bees in the process? Well, first of all, many non-vegans drink almond milk too. It's not like almond milk is consumed only by, or even primarily by vegans. So that's a moot argument. That's the first point I would say. Almond milk is not created for vegans. Typically almond milk companies aren't ran by vegans making a vegan product. Secondly, I would say, okay, if that really is an issue, you don't have to drink almond milk. There's plenty of other milks you can use to drink that don't import pollinators, like say oat milks. I've been drinking more oat milks lately in the past year. So just tell them it's a bogus argument. If that's really a concern for a person, they don't have to drink almond milk. It's not like if you're vegan, that means you have to drink almond milk. You can have soy milk, you can have hemp milk, rice milk, flaxseed milk, oat milk. It's not like almond milk's the only choice. So it's a really silly argument. And let's see, Cho, the reason why you mentioned Wes Watson is he claims to eat only as in 100% protein. How do you even eat 100% protein? Because even if you're eating like say high protein foods, that there's still other macronutrients like fat and carbs. I mean, even if you're eating like meat, all meat, there's still fat and protein mixed together. So how do you eat 100% protein? I mean, he eats like processed foods that just have the protein left, and like I can't imagine how you eat 100% protein. That doesn't. I'd like to know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm having a hard time conceiving of that. Hey, Jamit, I just think I saw a super chat tip come through for there, and you used it on Streamlabs. Awesome. You're so happy to be vegan. Me too, Jamit. I'm with you. I'm it's one of the best decisions I made in my life. It's up there in the top like 3 decisions or so, top 5 or so. But in addition to like meeting Angie, married Angie, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm with you 100%. I have no regrets of any kind going vegan. Oh yeah, that was Pierce Morgan's argument against vegans every single time. Yeah, his wasn't. Yeah, he did have the bee one, and I think I responded to that before when he was complaining about the bees. Like, you don't have to drink almond milk if you're vegan. There's no law forcing you. And it's not like you think like meat eaters who drink almond milk, like should they be concerned? Because they're not concerned about the deaths from their meat and dairy, so they're probably not be concerned about deaths from the bees. At least vegans are aware of it, So anyway, at least most are. Let's see. He probably consumes whey protein, and maybe so. Maybe that's it. But yeah, is whey protein still just 100% protein? That's what I'm wondering. Can you just isolate the protein and have no other macronutrient, no fat, no carb? I mean, what's the point? What's the point of that? Does it give you more gains? Does it make you healthier or anything? Like, what's the point of avoiding just having one macronutrient in your diet? It seems like you're going to be deficient in other areas of nutrition, right? I mean, what's the point of having a restrictive diet like that? And, I'm against any diet that says, hey, we're just going to eat only one macronutrient. Like, why? I mean, all 3 are in foods for a reason, because our bodies need them. And if you restrict to foods that are just pretty much all one, you're going to miss many other micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. Yeah, no way, Jose. You got that. Hey, VLAM, what's up? Hey, RH, what's that? Hey, Ryan, thanks for your non-judgmental and philosophical approach. Thank you. You're a good influence, and you're plant-based now, and my videos helped inspire you to be even more plant-based. Awesome, RH. And that's the point I was trying to make in that debate I did with Vegan Gains. And I really have regrets that I didn't make the points I wanted to make, because I really didn't know what he was going to say. He said we're just going to talk about, veganism being offensive to marginalized people. But I didn't make my point clear enough, is that my whole point in vegan activism is to get other people to go vegan. And I would hope that's the goal of most other vegan activists too. And I believe that when you're not, if you're arguing with people in a kind of way that's angering them, not to say this is Richard does, I'm just saying, this is my belief. If you're arguing in a way that you're offending them, they're not going to listen anymore. You will shut them down. They won't listen to what you're saying anymore. You can give them the best argument full of facts, but once you start seeming like an unreasonable person, it's in their minds, not in our minds, but in their minds, they're not going to listen. My whole point is just to get people to go vegan. So that's my whole thing. I don't try to make them feel bad, because that's counterproductive. My example I like to say is when I'm at the gym, when it was open, people were seeing the Game Changers, and they're coming up to me knowing I'm vegan, because I've been talking about it for all these years at the gym, and they're finally asking me questions, and how do you think I should respond? And my answer is to respond, talk about how veganism is great for athletics and all the gains I've had. I'm not going to all of a sudden start talking about an animal holocaust or say they're a bad person or anything like that. That's going to shut them down. They're not going to listen to me, and they'll probably be less willing to listen to other vegans that they meet in the future. So that's my whole thing. My whole goal is to get more people to go vegan. And yeah, if there's a mud fight and then you could be mean and offensive. That's what the goal is. But that's really rare. I can't even think of the last time I had something like that. So my whole point is, the goal of my activism is to get more people like, some of you guys have commented here, I've been inspirational to going vegan, and you probably liked how I was giving you fact-based information and combining that with our personal experience and making clear when I am talking about personal experience as opposed to science and evidence. So anyway, it works. So I'm glad you like that. All right. Yeah, Richard's a good influencer too. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to downplay what he's doing. I think the way he speaks works for certain other people. Some of the other people are more hardcore and radical and aggressive, and they like that. He's young, he's a weightlifter. I'm older. I'm in my 50s. I'm more chill. It's my personality, and we just have different tools. And that was the whole point of my discussion there, was to say how I think there's a place for every kind of vegan activist out there. There's not one right way to do that. And I'm going to go on record here. If anyone wants to make a video about this, I'm going to say there's not one right way to be a vegan activist. Do your activism, do your outreach in the way that is going to make you the Michael Jordan of vegan activism. It's going to be different for every person because everyone's got the unique strengths, their experience, their education, and what they feel most comfortable sharing and doing online. Some people, like I said, their vegan activism and outreach is just showing photographs on Instagram of their vegan food. That's all they have time for, all they wish to share of themselves on social media. And I get that. It's tough out there getting, criticized and, analyzed all the time by both non-vegans and vegans. So I get it. So anyway, cool. Yeah, vegan metalhead, man. Yes. Oh, did you get timed out, Jamit? Let's see. Let me see. You shouldn't be timed out by Streamlabs, Jamit. Don't worry about that. I'll try to override that. But yeah, vegan metalhead. I don't want to get too political on this live stream, but yeah, me being a person of primarily Asian descent and seeing, I called this years ago. I predicted what was going to happen, and it's unfortunately come true. Is all the anti-Asian violence that's been happening recently, and you work at a vegan restaurant too. I didn't realize that a Thai restaurant. Yeah, I mean this is why I think Richard, not to keep talking about him, got mad that I said I have a zero tolerance policy here for racism, and I've just been that way before I was a vegan. I just don't accept racism. It's like, in my live streams, if someone comes in here and says like anti-Asian slurs or anti-Jewish slurs or whatever, you're gone. It's like, if someone were to walk into my home and start talking like that, their ass is kicked out. So that's how it is here. If you're racist, you're not going to use our platform here as your platform to spread hate, and that's my policy. If someone thinks that's mean or horrible, it's like, that's what it's like. This is like my home. I'm in my home right now, hanging out with you guys. Yeah, Bauhaus Cure. Yeah, I've seen. I haven't had any really happen to my face much in the past year. I've had it happen in the past, but in the past year, I guess I've been hiding away in my home for the most part. But yeah, online I've experienced more anti-Asian racism in the past year than I have pretty much the entire time I've been online for 20 years or so. So yeah, let's keep race out of this race lever. I'm just saying I've experienced it too. Cool, Marine. I got this shirt from some friends' company here called I Apparel, like the letter I Apparel. They have a vegan line of shirts and other vegan clothing. Check them out. I think they have an Instagram. Yeah, they do have an Instagram. I remember seeing their stuff on there. Check them out, I Apparel. Let's see, Zoe, you're a white woman who works at a sushi restaurant run by a Japanese family. A few of them have come to work in tears because they were attacked on transit on their way to work. Yeah, what's up? I don't understand why they're typically going after like more vulnerable people, like smaller, older people. They're not attacking like sumo wrestler types or anything like that. But they shouldn't be attacking anyone anyway. Like what? Why I don't understand. Why attack an Asian person for? Like, what the hell? Like, what has an Asian person done to you? And often they're just attacking an Asian person. They don't even know what kind. They say, hey, there's an Asian person, let's attack them. It's just completely ridiculous how people will hate you. As you know, as vegans, often many people will hate you just when they hear you're vegan. They don't even know anything about you. You might be the sweetest, nicest, least offensive, least judgmental vegan in the world, but people will hate you because of a belief. And that's exactly what racism is. But even different, people hate you for just what they see you as, for the color of your skin, your race, your background. And just hate is wrong. And I thought we were a lot further along in our evolution, our moral evolution in this world and country. But the past several years made me realize, nah, It's as bad as ever. I like to point out the year I was born. This is how racism is so real. The year I was born, it was illegal in some states. I forgot how many. It was illegal in several states in the United States for mixed marriages. Like in some states, my mom and dad could not have been legally married because, you know, of their racial backgrounds were different. I mean, this. You're not going back that long. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old. But still, in my lifetime, that was a true fact about states in our country. It wasn't true where my parents, the states my parents lived in, but you know, it was true in some places. But anyway, yeah, not to get on a tangent here of racism, but yeah, I haven't made any real big videos about it or anything. I've been consistently against racism and hate and intolerance. And pretty much my entire adult life, it predates veganism. Let's see. Vin Law, did I ever play? You're talking about my band in Champaign, Illinois. We played in Chicago several times in the 90s. Never Champaign, though. Never. Well, that's kind of true thinking out loud, but then that's kind of, I'm not getting mad, but it's kind of a stereotype of sorts. I know slacker Asians too, you know, so, but I know what you're saying, that perception, like, oh, Asians are really, like, smart and doing all this stuff. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, for some people that's triggering or something like that, but, you know, I'm kind of a slacker Asian of sorts, I guess, you know, anyway. Let's see, Johnny Bravo, your grandma was racially profiled when she was in middle school because a white officer, thought she was stealing. She was black, mind you. This was in the North. Yeah, that's kind of what the core of racism is. There's a hate component, but there's also, yeah, just like a racial profiling. Just like, oh, there's a person of such a background. Let's assume that they're doing something, you know, wrong, just solely because of that. Yeah, vegan metalhead, yes, same thing. LGBTQ people as well. You know, people see them and get triggered. Like, why? They're just people living their lives. They're not affecting you. They're not making you change your sexual preferences or anything like that. I don't understand why, in a world where there's so much diversity, so much difference between all of us, why? I mean, to me, it's just such a no-brainer. I mean, why do people hate other people for? Just for, you know, things about them that are inherent in who they are. Like me being Asian, some people hate me just because I'm Asian, you know. And a lot of you guys who are white, a lot of people will hate you because you're vegan. So you might be able to understand a little bit just from that there are people that will hate you just because of an attribute of yourself that's completely, like, you know, not a bad thing in any way. Right, Race Lover cracked a joke. He's always cracking jokes. Let me, if I can scroll up and see Race Lover's joke here. I must have missed it. Let's see. If you choose white rice over brown rice, then you might be racist. I love all rices. I'm completely agnostic when it comes to rice preference. I have brown rice. I have short grain California brown rice. I have long grain basmati from, I think, India or Pakistan. We've got some white rice. I think that's California white rice too. So it's all good. You know, it's like an analogy there. Just all rices are good and all peoples of all backgrounds are good. I'm not a racist. You can definitely say that, Race. I'm definitely not a racist. I love all rice. There's a lot of like hardcore like health people say never eat white rice. It's different than like brown rice. The hull's been removed. It's not a whole food. Yeah, I get it. But I still eat white rice. Maybe I don't eat as often as I have brown rice, but it's not like I never buy white rice and never eat white rice. I like them all. I like you know, purple and black rices. But yeah, my most common ones are the brown rices. I'm gonna have some rice today. Angie and I made khichdi last night. I thought someone asked earlier, what's my favorite Indian dish? I don't know if it's my favorite, but in this home, yeah, we make khichdi all the time. Every like week or two, there's some khichdi going on, which has our basmati brown rice. Yeah, brown rice might be better for you, but it's not like if you eat white rice, you're gonna like pass on or anything like that. It's a staple in many Asian countries. Speaking of Asian people, and like I've pointed out, Vietnam, they eat more rice there per capita than anywhere in the world, and they have lower rates of like obesity, diabetes, heart disease. So it's not rice and white rice in itself is bad. They're eating primarily white, from what I understand. But yeah, brown might be a little bit better, but it's not like white rice is significantly worse for you. They're all good. I think it's just a matter of splitting hairs when it comes to brown versus white. Not a medical expert, but I've done some study into it. So let me know if you know something else. Yeah, and then colored rices. Like I said, black and purple rices, wild rices. Those are awesome too. Yeah, those are probably the healthiest ones, more so than brown rice. Rice, baby. You got that, Chode. Hardly Tin Man, yeah, talking about how people get pissed when they hear you're vegan. Yeah, people be feeling insulted when you tell them that you're vegan. I mean, I don't know why people would be insulted if I just say, hey, yeah, I'm vegan. If they ask or they see something about me, it's not like saying, and you are an idiot, a-hole, and an immoral person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm vegan. That's me. If you projected all that other stuff, those negative, offensive things, that's on you. I didn't say that, So I think they're causing hate to happen just in their own mind, thinking, oh, that guy's vegan, he thinks he's better than me. Like, I didn't say that. I said, hey, if I say I'm vegan, I'm just saying I am vegan. If I want to say I'm better than you, I'll say, and I'm also better than you. But that's not what usually follows once I say I'm vegan. Sage, what are my thoughts on DNA tests being able to tell you how you should be eating? That makes not a lot of sense to me. First of all, I'm kind of weary about DNA tests in the sense I like the idea of them, but the way they've been commercialized, they share your genetic data in ways that you want privacy when it comes to your genetic code. But telling you how you should be able to eat, I mean, we all are, everywhere across the world, people eat plants. So, I mean, there's no, I've heard of no correlation between like one's genetics and one not be able to be vegan, because every culture, every society has plants as a fundamental plant in their diet. Yeah, Zoe, one of the worst parts of being vegan is people feeling the need to harp on you about it. Like, why does me making a lifestyle choice that I chose on my own, no one forced me, I felt it was better for the animals, better for my health, and better for the planet as a whole. I mean, why are you getting mad at me? I mean, I didn't say, and if you don't do it, you're an a-hole, and I didn't say that, So why do people get mad that I made it? I came to a rational choice, a spiritual choice that made sense, and I'm doing it. Why is that? How do they project that I'm saying that they are somehow not worthy of being a good person or something like that? It does question everything they know, but they don't have to get mad. Just because I don't eat meat and you don't eat meat doesn't mean that they have to get pissed off at you. Just like, oh, that's interesting. That's why I'm saying if they ask you questions, ask them in a friendly manner, like when they do at the gym. It's like, hey, yeah, game changers. I just saw that and you're vegan. Tell me more. I'll tell them like, how much time do you got? I'll talk all day. Dean, what are my thoughts on 90% plant-based? Well, it's all a question of like, it's relative. If you're already vegan, 100% plants, going 90% plant-based makes no sense. Like, why add cruelty back into your diet when you're already eating a cruelty-free, pretty much a virtually cruelty-free diet? It's not like you need to eat animal products to be healthier or to make the world, the planet healthier or anything like that. All you're doing is increasing suffering needlessly because you don't need to have animal products. However, you're coming from a standard American diet where someone's not even thinking about going vegan, yeah, that's a win. And if it's like a transition to eventually become 100% vegan, then it's a total win, because I didn't go vegan cold turkey. It took it was a long time. It was a process of years until finally one day I said, hey, I'm going 100% vegan. But I was eating like 90% vegan for a while, so I have compassion and an understanding where that person might be at. But yeah, going from vegan to that, it's I don't understand, and I would have some words for that. But yeah, for your average American, it's a win. And hopefully they'll see, oh, I feel great on plants. Why even eat any animal products? That should be the conclusion they hopefully come to soon after that. Yeah, 10% screwed up. Yeah, raise. Bauhaus Cure, who went first, me or Angie? Good question. Well, Angie went vegetarian back before most of you guys were born in the mid or late 1980s. She's talked about it a few times before. So she was vegetarian all that time. I tried going vegetarian in the early 1990s for a few months. It didn't work that great because I was living at home. I didn't control all the cooking and food. Anyway, when Angie and I met in 1998, 99, she knew I tried going vegetarian before, so she knew there was hope for me. So yeah, she cooked all the time. So whenever we're living at home eating our meals, I was vegetarian. When I'd go out by myself or with friends, I might not be 100% vegetarian. I might get some animal bits in, but yeah, finally it came to a point like I tried going vegan for like a week on a vacation in the early 2000s, late 2000s, and I felt wonderful. I said, wow, because we're in San Francisco, I was getting vegan options everywhere we went. When we bought food at the markets, we just buy vegan stuff. I go, this is awesome. I thought it was so easy to do back then. It's like 10 times easier to do now, maybe 100 times easier. My point is, after a while, I said, why am I just kind of going vegan for a week and then going back to vegetarian? I'm just going to go all in. I made the decision one day in 2010, hey, I'm just going to go vegan 100% and haven't looked back. No regrets. I don't have any, I only regret is I didn't go vegan sooner, but I have no regrets about being vegan. Let's see, Fuzzstar. Hey, you just about to buy the Keeley Loomer pedal. You should hear this thing. What does it do? I've just got a couple pedals too from a smaller boutique company called Vic Audio out of Arizona. Yeah, I got like a distortion muff of theirs and kind of like a pedal that combines like a Zen drive on the low settings and an OCD on the higher gain settings. Tree of Life is that one, and my distortion one's a V2. What's the Keeley one, dude? Kind of curious. Hey, Just Do It. Thanks for the super chat tip there. Much appreciated, Just Do It. Let's see. Peace and love. God bless you. As always. Yeah, all right. As always, keep doing you because you, sir, are awesome. Best vegan on YouTube. Well, thank you. I don't know if I'm the best vegan on YouTube, but I agree 100% with it. Me, keep doing me. That's all I can do. All I can do is be me and just be honest to my values and my way of activism that I think is the best for me as far as convincing people to, if they don't go vegan on the spot, I want to leave them after talking with me, I want to leave them with a positive impression of veganism. I don't want them to walk away and go, man, these vegans are whack. If you say something offensive or, that might lead, not to say, you might be able to say something offensive to some people and they're still going to be cool with you. But I think a lot of people say, these vegans, I've had enough with them. So I want people, if they're not going to go vegan after talking to me, I want them to walk away and I've planted some seeds, and maybe the next time they talk to me or they see Seaspiracy, they go, wow, yeah, I totally get it now. That's my goal, is to get more people to go vegan. Race lover. No, these are some names, categories of effect pedal types. James, no, I'm not near Zuma Beach at all. I'm way further south, Long Beach. Let's see, Pedro. That sounds like a serious question here. What's my opinion on many people getting off entirely from social media because of mental health issues? Yeah, I mean, it's really, especially if you're in the public eye to some degree like we are, and I know we're small time, and I can't imagine what it's like to have like 1 million followers or be like a movie star on social media or whatever, because there's so much hate. People analyze every last thing and just talk so much crap about you and slander you. I've addressed this a few times with idiots like VD, how she'll make videos about, oh my god, he looks older now than he did when he started his channel 7 years ago. Yeah, I've aged in the last 7-8 years, and so is everyone else here who's still alive. So yeah, it's kind of it weighs on you. It's not pleasant to see all these people just talking smack on you, just slandering you, and it's not healthy. The world wasn't like that at least when we were growing up, me and Angie, but it's kind of become the norm now. But Jamit, thank you for your vote of confidence there and your super chat tip there, Jamit. He's right. You're the best vegan on YouTube. So thanks. I'm glad 2 of you guys think that. That's not my goal, is to be the best vegan on YouTube. I'm just trying to be the best me that I can as far as my advocacy and activism for veganism goes. That's all. That's my goal. Dean, again, what's my pregame food for basketball? Well, it really depends on what time of the day. And if I have my say, I like to play basketball, or I like to just do all my exercise earlier in the day. I like to wake up and basically I'm just have water, rehydrate, and then before I go to the gym, I'll have I'll have actually some Clean Machine green, not the green protein, but they're BCAAs. I'll take a scoop of that stuff before I go to the gym. Let me show you that. Let's see, where is it here? That's not it. Branch chain amino acids, for those of you who are wondering. They have this one that's flavored like fruit punch, this stuff here. And I'll take a scoop of that. And if I'm still a little hungry, I'll have like a banana. But yeah, that's what I like to have, this stuff. Let me put a link to our code here, because if you're interested, we are an affiliate of theirs, not sponsored, but I just like to turn you guys on to the stuff because I really just use this stuff all the freaking time. Every day I wake up. This is how I wake up. I wake up, have some water. Actually, too, I've been taking their Cell Block 80. They sent me some to try out, which is like their clearing the pathways for your free your total testosterone to become free testosterone, something like that. Anyway, that's how I've been waking up lately. But that's how I'll go. That's how I'll have basketball. I'll just have a banana at most, and then I have plenty of energy because I don't fast. I have I have a pretty good meal in the evening, so I don't wake up starving or anything like that. I don't like to exercise with a bunch of stuff jiggling. That said, if I go to another place I like to play basketball, that's like at 5 p.m. So I'll have to have some kind of meal before then. I just try not to have a giant meal, and I like to have at least an hour and a half, if I can, of digestion before I play, because yeah, that'll slow you down. So I like to be fast, quick, light on my feet. And let's see, did someone just do a Mel Nobel? You just gave us a tip there. Let me see if I see your question. Thank you for the super chat tip there on Streamlabs. Most appreciated. You're saying, what's your go-to meals? I'm trying to change things up a bit for my 12-hour shifts of being on my feet all day. Thanks for everything. Well, now that you ask, these are our go-to meals, the meals in our Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. That's the title of it. Angie pretty much compiled all the foods we've been eating for the past 4 years. This is more than a book. I've said this is like a food diary. I just look through and I just see all the foods we've been eating for the past several years. So, and then still, this is how we're eating for the most part now still. So if you haven't got it already, I highly recommend it. And let me go to our site. I'll share the link with you. Well, where am I at here? I'm totally lost. Okay. Here's our store here, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. We have both the print book and the ebook as well. So take your pick. If you get the print book, Angie can sign it. I can sign it for you too if you like. So let me put the link in our show description here. And I go to the post office pretty regularly, so you're not gonna have to wait. Huh, what's going on here? Huh, okay. Okay, I didn't see my link show up down there. There it is. Okay. So anyway, yeah, go-to meals like the kitchery. I think that's in the first book and Keep It Carb Baby. And I've pledged to keep that book at half price, $6.50 until the pandemic is pretty much done. We get back our lives to normal here. So yeah, Keep It Carb Baby. We're out of the print book, but the ebook, $6.50. The kitchery in there, we're having that tonight or today because Angie made it yesterday. Yeah, usually I make it, but she made it yesterday. That's a go-to. Another one is the Epic Burrito Bowl. That's another go-to. Rice, beans, and put on some guacamole. Get some corn tortillas if you want. Banana smoothies for breakfast or oatmeal for breakfast. These are what we eat all the time. At least myself. Let's see, Crucified Clown, does YouTube let people use PayPal for super chat? I'm not sure if YouTube does, but if you follow our Streamlabs link, which I have pinned on the top of the live chat there, I believe I used PayPal when I've tipped others on on Streamlabs. So check that out. It's the same kind of concept. You know, it dings me. It makes a little, you know, it gets your comment right in front of my face. And what's cool about them is they don't take a cut. They're you know, all pro creator. They make their money in other ways by their Prime premium service, which I tried for a month and I didn't really find it was really helping me. So I just got out of that. Let's see. I don't know if there's ever been a vegan serial killer there. Thinking out loud, good question. I've wondered that before too. Let's see, Cho, do you want to blaze and listen to Led Zeppelin? Hey, go for it, man. Just keep me on in the background if you want there. Let's see, Fuzzstar. Let's see, the Keeley Loomer pedal is a pure shoegaze pedal. Wow, you got me curious now. With shimmering reverbs and 3 fuzz types. My Bloody Valentine in a box. Huh, interesting. Huh. Shimmering reverbs. Huh, interesting. I'll have to check that out. That does sound like something I might be interested in. I'll have to boot something off my pedal board, though. I don't think I have any more room down there. But I'll check that out. BBB, I saw that Streamlabs held your comment back there. Probably from the last word you said there. I'm just going to address, yeah, raw vegans and fruitarians are extremists and look, that's like, I've said if you like a raw diet or a fruitarian diet and it's working for you and it works, you know, you can get your food and you're not like losing all the weight so you look really emaciated. If it's working for you, awesome. But that's rare. Most people have trouble, you know, with all those things I just mentioned. They're making sure you have ripe, fresh fruit, or if you're a fruitarian, like 3 times a day, 365 days a year. It's a chore. It's a lot of work, and it can be quite expensive too. It can be. And a lot of people actually have trouble keeping weight on. That happened to me. If you look back at my pictures when I was doing that kind of thing, I look at, wow, what was I thinking? I mean, I was like 25 pounds lighter than I am now. And I wasn't even trying to lose weight then. I wasn't on like some kind of weight loss kick. I never really ever tried that in my life for that matter. But anyway, yeah, race raw is war. I'm not bagging on, again, I'm not bagging on raw food. If it works for you, like it apparently works for John Kohler, I'm not going to tell John Kohler, hey, you got to quit being raw. But it is, no one could dispute the fact, the objective fact, no judgment, not dissonant, but it is an extremely, is compared to how we eat, a restrictive form of veganism, because you're leaving out a whole variety, a majority of plant foods that are perfectly healthy. There's no studies showing that steaming your broccoli is going to kill you. There's no studies that show that eating potatoes is going to take a day off your life, you know, anything like that. So it's like needlessly restrictive. But like I said, if you're doing it for personal reasons, for spiritual reasons, and you're able to make it work, awesome, cool. You're vegan. That's all I care about. You're vegan. But I don't want most people to like think, oh, that's the best kind of vegan or veganism to try or something like that. Because it's, you know, it's more difficult than just eating a whole food vegan diet, a whole food base. That will have some pizza and stuff like that, obs. Anyway, is that race? Yeah, raw can be done. Yeah, I'm not saying it can't be done. Yeah, it's not for your average Joe, not for your average vegan. Your average person coming to vegan is already probably has a lot of anxiety about all these foods they have to give up, and if they have to give up also eating all cooked foods for the rest of their life, that, you know, just the idea of that. That's horrible. A lot of people would not ever want to go vegan if they thought that was the rule. Hey, someone just bought our stuff. Hey, Melanie, if you're watching right now, thanks for getting the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbook. Did you get, yeah, 1 item. Cool. Thanks so much, Melanie. I will get that sent out most likely tomorrow. I haven't gone to the post office yet this week, so most likely that'll get sent out. And if you're watching right now, Melanie, let me know, and hopefully ask to get it signed. If not, you can just tell me right now. I'll remember. I don't have vegan brain fog. Unlike, you know, like I said, that's the bad thing about being on social media, a public figure of sorts, because people will criticize you and slander you. I don't have vegan brain fog. Joe Chip, Fat Sick Nearly Dead. I saw that movie a long time ago. Living off just like juice. I'm not into that. I like eating whole food plants. I do like my smoothies after, you know, in the morning after my workouts, you know, but yeah. I really don't see any benefit. Maybe if you're fat, sick, and nearly dead, maybe there's some gains to be had from a pure juice diet like that. I don't know. I've never been that far gone or anything like that. Yeah, good living off. I wouldn't want to give up like potatoes or anything like that. Like, there's no reason why, there's a valid reason to give up eating potatoes. Yeah, I love stews and chilies and beans too much. Yeah, I could never want to give those up. And I wouldn't want to, because there's no reason. There's no study saying if you eat legumes, you're going to die. In fact, there's studies that associate eating legumes with longevity, with reduced all-cause mortality. So in fact, if you're giving up legumes, you're giving up a food that's been shown to be helpful in living a long, healthy life. So yeah, there's just no reason. Again, if you have spiritual reasons for wanting to be raw or fruitarian, cool. It's working for you, cool. But it's not based on any fact or science that it's somehow better or healthier or something like that. You can make it healthy and make it good, but again, there's no evidence saying that it's the healthiest diet in the world. It's better than, say, how we eat here. And I don't want to make it a pissing contest whose diet's healthier. I'm not like that. I just know the way we're eating is backed by scientific evidence to produce healthy outcomes, lower risk of all-cause mortality. What more do you want than that? Lower risk cardiovascular disease, diabetes, stroke. That's what kills most people. Yeah, legumes should be cooked. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Ronald, you've been eating mostly whole food, plant-based vegan. That's however, mostly. Still working some vegan junk food out of the diet. I mean, depends. If you have like some health issues, yeah, I would say, yeah, maybe think about getting rid of all processed food out of your diet. But if you're young and relatively healthy, there's really no need to. I'm looking forward to getting my next vegan pizza at Fourth Horseman here in Long Beach. I can't wait, my blood tests are still good. I'm hoping to get a blood test in the next like month or two. So be prepared for like my 10.5-year vegan blood test to see what's going on. Hey, Uncle Walt, what's going on, Uncle Walt? Good to see you here in my daytime stream here, trying to get some Europeans to give them access to a live stream here. See, Fuzzstar, you're a vegetarian for 32 years, and then your brother had a second stroke in his early 50s. After little health research and discovering Gary Yourofsky, now 8 years vegan. Awesome, cool. Yeah, you've been very plant oriented for a long time there. Awesome. So that's why you like shoegaze. You're probably like in my age group or something, huh? Yeah, Uncle Walt. Yeah. First of all, yeah, processed meat was a class what? A group, I forgot which ones now. Processed meat and red meat. Yeah, processed meat was a group class 1 carcinogen and a known carcinogen. It's known. It's not debatable. It's the scientific evidence is there. Well, that's processed meat. Well, red meat was a group 2A carcinogen, a probable, a likely one. The science is indicating strongly it's that. So yeah, there's good reason enough too right there to not have meat in your diet. Why would you, intentionally want to eat group 1 and group 2A carcinogens on a daily basis? Vegan Corey, vegan for 3 years? Awesome, cool. Never too late to start, Don't feel bad that you have some 8-year and 10-year vegans here, I was a 3-year vegan at one point. It's all good. Not saying you feel bad. I'm just saying, it's not a contest. Just go vegan. That's what it's all about. That's a good t-shirt idea, Race Lever. Eating animals is weird. I like that. That's a good... Is that real? Did you just make that up, or does someone like have that on a t-shirt? Because that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll make a t-shirt that says that. Would you guys like that? Eating animals is weird. Michael, are you 54 as well? A fine vintage of age? Because I'm going to be 54 this year, guys, And people keep saying, veganism destroys you and wrecks your health, Think I'm doing all right, huh? What do you guys think? Oh, actually, I got a new haircut. Can you guys see it? Angie gave me a new hairdo here. I'll take off the glasses and everything here. So she cut it on Saturday. And on Sunday, I told you I was kind of been tempting to like put some henna color in my hair. Not to like hide anything, but just to have fun, because I haven't dyed my hair in like maybe 30 years or so, when I was like goth or something like that, So anyway, here's my new do here. I was thinking it was going to be more brown. It had like I said like light brown or something like that, but it just made my hair even darker. So next time maybe I'll put something a little bit more red in there. I thought it was going to have a more reddish kind of color. You know, anyway, I just did it for some fun. It's been cool. It actually made my hair super, super soft. You know, it's just like, this is like the softest my hair's ever been. And, you know, in the past, like, you know, since I've been vegan, maybe. I mean, not to say veganism made my hair unsoft, but this is just, you know, in recent memory. So anyway, that's what's going on here. New hairdo, new hair color, just to have some fun with it. Okay, Race, you think it's already a shirt? Not sure? I'll Google around. Try a short haircut for spring, summer. For me, this is a short haircut, guys. What do you think? Isn't it pretty short? I think it feels short. For me, I guess it's all relative. You know, I used to have hair down to here, you know, so for me, this is short. Wow, Eddie, cool. So you had gut issues or gout issues, and you found starch solution. Been following it since July. No issues since. Awesome. Yeah, that's not an uncommon thing to hear. That yeah, eating you know, all a clean, you know, whole food, plant-based diet cleans up a lot of digestive issues that people have. Not to say it cures all or anything like that, but I've noticed the more like whole food plants people eat, typically their digestion's good, unless they did something in their past to kind of like, you know, maybe destroy is the wrong word, but like compromise their gut health. Let's see. Grumpy vegan granddad, could you all talk about hair, please? I just didn't want to make this whole live stream about my hair. I just thought I'd share it with you. You know, that's what Angie and I did this weekend, amongst other things. Is yeah, fix my hair up a little bit. Eddie, you have lost almost 25 pounds too. Wow. Cool. Stay hydrated, guys. Hey, any water canteen companies watching? You know, you guys can, you know, have your brand on here. You know, I had one of the, what was that water company you guys were telling me about that all the influencers are showing on their shows? Because they finally reached out to me, and I forgot their name, so I'm not gonna. I guess you know, I'm not going to mention their name or anything because I forgot it, but it was a ridiculous offer. They wanted me to like have this in the video for like just like 10 videos, not live streams, but just videos I'm making here when I'm talking about Joe Rogan or Piers Morgan or whatever. They, like, why would I have a thing of water when I'm just sitting there talking for like 10 minutes? I said, hey, if you want to have it in my live streams, I do live streams like twice a week. Been doing it for like 5 years, you know. Isn't that good enough? No, they wanted it in the regular videos as well. I go, that's just unreasonable. It's just so product placement-y. But, you know, I'm organically, just naturally drinking water anyway on my live streams. And so if you guys know a water company, a canteen company that's, you know, wants to have, you know, their name on here and wants to have a reasonable, you know, campaign or whatever, rather than like taking over my regular videos, let me know, because I was so angry with them. I go, really, you just want to give me like a couple $100 to like put it in 10 videos? Are you kidding? I mean, that's so unorganic. You know, you guys know what's you know, product placement and what's not. Yeah, I forgot their name. I forgot. You guys asked me, have you seen all these other influencers? I was wondering why a bunch of influencers are holding a water bottle, you told me, because they're, you know, the company's reaching out to them. So they finally got to me. They wanted me to just fit in their cookie cutter mold. Like, everyone does it like this. Like, I'm not like everyone. I do live streams. I'm on here for like 2 hours. I'm chugging water the whole time. You know, if you want to get in on that, let's work it out. If not, you guys can take a hike. And I told them to take a hike. That's cool. That's how you guys don't know all this stuff. All the people that reach out to us, like for getting their products on our shows, you know, like 99% of them don't make it because they're just not cool. You know, this water bottle company, just not cool. You know, so if you see us talk about something like Clean Machine Green Protein, you know it's real. We really like the stuff. We like the company. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you see us using a product, it's real. It's not like some product placement influencer BS like that. Okay, tell them to reach out to you. You'll do it. fuzz star. You want to dye your hair too? Yeah, maybe it's our age kind of thing, you know. Yeah, the song I'm making, actually, since I told you guys I didn't get to watch Seaspiracy all weekend because I was in this studio working on music for the past 3 days, really hardcore. You guys might or may not know my old band, Love Spirals Downwards. Our 4th album is called Flux. It's kind of a fusion of like shoegaze, dream pop with atmospheric drum and bass. So anyway, I'm probably going to be in the process of making a remaster of it because it's out of print. Anyway, I was when I was compiling some of the tracks together, I found one song that sounded like very like my current band, Love Spirals. So I'm going to remake that. I'm going to just make it better. I'm just going to take the ideas. I found some of the samples that I used, the drums, the bass line, and built a kind of a new song around it. You know, it's the old song, but I made it new in 2021. I'm just making it even radder and what I wish I could have done back then. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've been working on all weekend. Some kind of going back to the 90s, 1997, 98, and trying to make that song the best it can be. It's really cool. It's really soulful, really groovy, really funky. And you wouldn't say those things about my old band. My old band was not funky and groovy and soulful. But I go, wow, this is like the bridge to my current music. So I wanted to like pay it respect. So anyway, let's see, Simon, how did veganism affect relations to my family? Fine, no big. Your family is pretty anti-vegan, and they really think being vegan is unhealthy. Any tips? Well, you just got to show them it's not unhealthy. At first, I think a lot of our family members were confused, you know, because it's weird. If you're not vegan, you see someone being vegan, you think it's weird. So it just took time. After they see us on the different holidays throughout the years, they say, wow, okay, they're doing good. They see that our fitness looks good. And I might talk about my blood tests sometimes around them. They see me later on slam dunking and stuff like that. So they just need to know that it's not an unhealthy diet of any. I mean, the proof speaks for itself. And as far as the family goes, it's not science, but as far as like, you know, the family goes, me and Angie, our appearance, our healthiness speaks volumes because we're older than a lot of these family members, but we're doing at least equally as good, and if not better than they are. So I think that says a lot right there. They see it's not wrecking our health. You know, we're older than them and healthier and more athletic, and just, you know, overall energy is really good. So I think that what I'm saying is be a shining example rather than like a combative person. Not to say that's what you're doing. Just be a shining example. Show them your food. Bring some of the food over for the holidays. Show them all this awesome food, and you'll see if it's tasty, they'll start wanting it too. They want us to bring more of the vegan cookies, more of the vegan, you know, stuffing and stuff like that. So show them that veganism is, you know, be the shining example, and show them the food doesn't suck. That they will want some of it too. I don't think there's a better, you know, showcase for veganism than being the example and showing them the food's awesome. Well, Love Sparrows do a live concert on YouTube. I'm not sure, VLAM. We're just trying to get some more songs recorded right now, actually, you know. Ooh, I just splashed water on myself. Okay, water bottle companies, your name on here, just let me know. Vicky, you're going to be 54 in December. I'll be 54 this summer. I color my hair purple and pink. I use vegan hair color. I'm using the henna stuff. You know, it's a plant-based, it's plants, right? It's like, goes back to India. It's an ancient thing. Oh, we just got a super chat tip here with the trap beat. Wow. Let's check it out here. Celio. Thanks
for all the excellent vegan content and also being the main reason why I became vegan.
Why you became vegan. Let me know if you guys heard that. This is the first the text to audio super chat tip I've had in a while. And this is on Streamlabs. That's what I like about Streamlabs. It'll do that. So let me know if you were able to hear that. You know, if you heard that, let me know. I think you did. I was looking at my audio meters here, but let me just verify that because I've had to switch computers over the past month. Had some technical issues. So let me know. But what was I talking about there? Let's see, Soyo. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate our vegan content. You heard it? All right, awesome, cool. Thanks, guys. And being this is what I'm talking. That's what I was trying to do in my last debate with Richard. I was saying almost every day someone lets me know that I was instrumental in them for becoming vegan. I know you said the main reason. I'm going to be really modest and go, no, I wasn't the main reason. I was one of many reasons. So I appreciate that you appreciate what we're doing. But I'm saying this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give people good information, fact-based, evidence-based information, and present it in a way that's not judgmental, not being confrontational, just being as reasonable and friendly as possible. That's why I titled this "Ask a Friendly Vegan Anything," because I think I had to do some soul searching after that last debate. Like, what kind of vegan activist am I? I'm a friendly one. I'm an honest one. I'm an objective, fact-based one. And when it comes down to it, I'm a friendly vegan activist, because that's how I think people, leave the conversation in the most productive ways, to be friendly with them. Unless they're being a dick to you, then if someone's trying to fight you, that's different. That's not activism anymore. I mean, that's a debate or a fight. But my goal is, again, if someone's like just being a complete dick, I know they're not going to go vegan, so I just kind of end my communication then, or like cut it short, because life on Earth, time on Earth is short, so you got to like use it productively. And my time here is, I want people to go vegan and stay vegan. Uncle Walt, yeah, the debating's kind of weird, huh? But yeah, I'll have some more people on for discussion. I think the classic kind of debate I like is what I did with John Kohler, the raw fruitarian guy I had a few weeks ago. He's a nice dude. We had some differences, but we respected each other. I never said, you're doing it wrong. He didn't say I was doing it wrong. That's the kind of discussion or debate I think is the most productive. Race, you're not the most friendly. I'm the most friendly. Race, no. I don't know. I've never met you, Race. Maybe you are the most friendly vegan activist. I don't know. Yeah, Richard is, and again, he's doing it his way, I'm doing it my way. That's what I was trying to say in the debate. If you want to be the more argumentative type, the more aggressive kind of type, cool. That's kind of how he's wired. And I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. He's just kind of wired, in a whole different way than I am. I'm naturally more friendly. I'm naturally trying to, my inclination is to convince someone to go vegan through giving them good information and presenting it in a way that doesn't make them feel like a horrible person. Not to say that's what he does or anyone else does. That's just my thing. I'm just talking about me. The context here is just me. And again, I'm not criticizing anyone's activism. I appreciate, all the people you've heard me talk about, the vegans I talk about here in the live streams. I appreciate their activism. I just want to emphasize we all have our own way to do it the best we can, and there's not one way to do it. If someone asserts that, they're just simply wrong. Let's see. FIFA Antonio, do you think you can be vegan with ADHD? Recently diagnosed and thinking of adding fish. Why would you need to add fish if you have ADHD? Do you need more omega-3s? Is that the assumption? Let me know if that's your thing, because there's plenty of plant-based forms of omega-3s. There's plants and products that have ALA, DHA. Let me know what you're looking for. Cool, that's good to know about Richard. I respect what he does too. I appreciate that it's different. I acknowledge that. And, like I said, his way of hitting someone over the head might work for a lot of people. And I know it does. I know a lot of people follow what he does, and he's made people vegan. But those people might might not like how I do veganism. They might want to get hit over the head like that. But, a lot of people don't like that. And I'm talking to those kind of people, especially a lot of people that are over 30. Yeah, tell FIFA to watch Seaspiracy on Netflix. I didn't watch it, but I assume they did cover how people perceive fish as being these producers of DHA and ALA, omega-3 fatty acids. And the dirty secret, and it's not a secret, is that fish only have those because they're eating algae. So why would you need to eat the fish? Why eat the middle person, the middleman, that's eating the algae? Just eat the algae yourself, So there's no reason to eat fish for omega-3s. Just take some kind of vegan algae supplement. I'll show what let me know if you guys want to see something I take from time to time here. Let me know. I'll show you the omega-3 product from O3 smoothies that I have. I'll show it to you. I am one of the big water drinkers on YouTube. This space can be yours if you're not a jerk water company. Oh, Uncle Walt, what's that? You have to tell you that Myra, she's the raw friend, right? Took a chocolate cookie recipe and lovingly veganized it with vegan butter, just eggs. Sounds like she's not raw then, huh? Like fully raw. And added some banana. They came out fantastic. That sounds awesome. They have blackberry jam in the center. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's no reason to not be vegan anymore. If someone said, I would go vegan, but I miss eating chocolate chip cookies, well, there's plenty of tasty, like store-bought chocolate chip cookies, and you can make your own too. There's really no reason not to be vegan. Okay, George, yeah, see, that's how some people perceive Richard, is what you said there. And some people perceive me, he's too chill to be a vegan activist or something like that. I don't know what they say. Everyone's got their own perception. So just follow people who present veganism in the way that resonates with your values. Yeah, and there's such a diversity of types of people too. That's why I say there's room for, all kinds. Hey, Richard, speak of the devil there. Let's see, you accidentally bought some non-vegan rollerblades, but I returned them and got a vegan pair today. See? Yeah. Yeah, I know. You have to do some research. I had to get new headphones, the old AKG 240s that I had that I bought in 1989, I think it was, or 87. They finally died completely on me this year, and I had to research, was this leather really leather or not? I read, no, it's some kind of synthetic leather. I assume so, or else they'd be really expensive and stuff like that, and they would advertise leather. So yeah, you got to do some research, and yeah, most companies are cool about returns like that. Funny about how I pop right in here when Ryan is talking about me. See, I wasn't talking anything bad. I just said we're wired differently and we have different ways of presenting veganism. And I appreciate that. Race lovers telling vegan games to buy a skateboard. It's all good. There's room for vegan skateboarders and vegan rollerbladers, Let's see. Let me get some water here. Let me keep my hydration going on here. It gets hot in this room, guys, with all the lights, the closed doors. I don't have any air conditioning on right now. We should do a weird collab. That's pretty vague. What are you talking about? A weird collab? Let me know your thoughts there. What you have going on in your mind there. We were talking about Richard the whole time. No, we weren't plant-based powered. That's funny, Richard. Changed my mind. Hey, I was a skateboarder. I still skateboard a little bit. I competed in, when I was in like high school age. So I'm biased towards skateboards. Secondly, I can't stand on roller skates or rollerblades to save my life. I can skateboard. I can compete, ride vert, ride street, do freestyle. But I can't. When I stand on roller skates, I feel like I'm about to die. Rollerblades, same thing. I feel like I'm going to flip over, flip back, and that was true when I was young. I remember going to the roller rink in 4th grade, 5th grade, and I thought I was going to die. People have to hold my hand to keep me around. I tried it out again in my 30s. Same thing. I just suck at it. Yeah, Uncle Walt, it's warm, and it's going to get hot, too. For all you guys on the Fahrenheit deal here, it's going to be here in Long Beach, at least, probably a little cooler where you're at, Uncle Walt. It's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow and Thursday. So I'm thinking about playing hooky one day, maybe Thursday, going out and just going down to the ocean and take it all in and work on the weekends when everyone else is out and about. I like to get out, when it's a little less crowded out there, being an introvert and a nature lover. So I might play hooky on Thursday. We'll see. Oh, you're listening while we train as we're talking crap about you, Richard. No, we're not. Cool. Yeah, people have asked me to film a workout, and I told them my workouts are boring. I'm not doing romantic, exciting stuff. Like today, for instance, I just did basically I was working on single leg squats. Really boring for most people. Most guys aren't doing single leg squats, but it's helpful for the kind of training I'm doing for basketball. So yeah, they're going, why are you doing single leg squats? Because yeah, I want to train my single legs as well. As well as doing two-legged squats. And plus, it's a little easier on the body, not having so much weight on your back. If you have a long torso like I do, and I don't have good posture, I think my spine is a little curved. It puts strain on the back and the knees. But if I do a single leg squat, put on less weight, and yeah, it's just not as hardcore. I don't feel as worked today too. I don't feel as like it's just fatigued as I would be after a lower body day. Race over. Rollerblades are attached. That's the thing about rollerblades. You can't get rid of them. At least a skateboard, you could kick it out. You can bail. You know, you can land on your feet, slide on your knee pads. You can do that in rollerblades, I guess, too. But I guess that's the psychological aspect about roller skates and rollerblades that I can't get over. Just like you can't get rid of it. They are part of your feet. But yeah, you know. Pistol squats. I don't do classic pistol squats. I'll do step down squats off my bench, you know, stand on the bench and lower down with body weight or dumbbells. But I've just been doing back squats, single, I guess they're called Bulgarian split squats or something like that, where you just, you know, do a single leg squat with the barbell. But yeah, not exciting stuff, you know. I'm not trying to like become the world's greatest squatter or the world's strongest dude. I'm not going to ever, I'm telling you right now, I will never enter a weightlifting competition or a bodybuilding competition. And my goal is when I get back to the gym, which will be really soon now, I predict, and start playing basketball again. I just want to be like bigger and stronger and more athletic than I was a year ago. I want people to like trip out, like, wow, what's Ryan been doing in this kind of off season? I haven't been playing, but I go out to the courts once in a while and shoot around and do some drills, but I just want to go back and be stronger and more athletic. In here, let me know what's going on, guys. Okay, it's cool. All right, I think we're good. Uncle Walt, do I bicycle? Yeah, I got my road bike in the garage. I haven't been riding it much, to be honest with you. I'm kind of a picky bicycle. I don't like to go out when it's like freezing cold or like really windy. So that kind of makes winter and spring kind of like not, you know, I don't bike much. I do have an indoor trainer bike that I got us for the winter time. And I use that every day, like 15, 20 minutes every day, doing different things. Sometimes I'll just ride steady, like a more like a cardiovascular workout. Other times I'll do intervals, or I'll do like a, like I'll kind of just warm up for 5-6 minutes and then ride at a higher effort for like 5-6 minutes and bring it back down. So I have varying kinds of indoor bike workouts that I do. Yeah, Dean. Yeah, training for an explosive first step and second step or two, and last step too. When you're going to jump, you want like, you know, your penultimate step, your second to last step, to really stretch out and explode on your last one. So yeah, there's a lot of like basketball, you're kind of training for like just quick bursts rather than like trying to like, you know, like sustain it for like a minute or even 20 seconds, just like 3 seconds of just, you know, a quick burst movement. That's tough. And especially if you're 53-year-old dudes aren't really wired for like, you know, quick bursts, explosive first steps like that. You know, you can see guys in the NBA that had great explosive steps, and you know, by the time they're retiring, they look kind of like human again. And I was never like, you know, an elite athlete like that. Let's see, what else are we talking about here? Do I still go out for runs, or do I avoid that? No, I'm not avoiding runs. I've just been so focused on my workouts right now, and I don't go on that many long runs, but I still like to run. It's not, I just don't do it all that often anymore. But I need to work out. I actually need to go do some hill sprints. I have a hill here that I like to hit up and just do like a maybe 5, 6, or 7, depending how fit I am at that time, to just like 10 to 12 second, just full on, all out, hard as I can up the hill. So I think I'm going to get into slightly more of a cutting phase later on when I start playing more basketball. I'll probably do more running, but right now I'm just trying to put on as much strength and as I can right now, as much strength and muscle. Well, I'm working out every day essentially, like I told you. I have a 4-day cycle I go through. So that's my goal right now. I know, yeah, when I start playing more basketball, I'll work more on conditioning things. Not to say I'm neglecting conditioning right now. I'm doing stuff, but not as, I'm really more focused on the resistance type training right now. I'm just trying to put in like 5 odd hardcore months of that and see where I end up. Let's see, George. Your wife just said I look 30. Awesome. Tell your wife thanks. Yeah, I'm 53. I'll be 54 this summer. And it just shows you those idiots like VD who make those stupid, slanderous, lying videos saying, oh, Ryan has aged horribly. It's like, I think I look decent for my age. So if someone thinks I look 30 and I'm 53, you know, that's a win. And, you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, the vegans don't have to age well, and it's not part of the definition of veganism. It's really more determined by genetics and lifestyle. So anyway, well, yeah, so tell your wife I said thank you. BBB, how old do you think you'll no longer be able to dunk a basketball. I haven't dunked a basketball since I was 52, but then I haven't been training, the same way since I turned 53 last summer, obviously with the gym shut down. So I'm hoping to go back again soon and throw it down. I don't know. Hopefully 52 wasn't the end of the road for the dunking. We'll see. Bauhaus Cure, inspiring you to hop on the Peloton after the stream. Hey, just do what you like. Do what pleases you. I'm just Angie goes, God, how are you so self-motivated? Get out there and work out every day. I go, I enjoy it. I really, really, truly enjoy my mornings. So I wake up, I do a little stretching. I hop on the indoor bike, and then I go out into the garage gym and do my thing for like 40, 50 odd minutes every day. I love it. It's just part of this ritual. I play music out there. And what's really cool, guys, about having your own home gym, especially if you're not filming yourself like Vegan Gains does on some of these live workouts. I guess you could do it too. I just love being able to break out into dance. And I would never do that at the gym, but a cool song comes on. It's like, wow, I just want to dance right now. And dancing's part of my working out too sometimes. It's because you're moving your body, you're engaging your joints and ligaments and muscles and doing movement that you wouldn't get, like say doing a squat or bench press or something like that. So I just love breaking out into random dance. It's cool. I love my morning routine. Then I come in, make my smoothies and chill out, usually outside, get some sunshine as I'm sipping it down, get some vitamin D. It's cool. I'm not rich, but I have a fulfilling lifestyle. Race gym, as in not J-I-M but J-Y-M. Yeah, dancing's great exercise. I can't wait to go dancing again sometime with Angie. I don't know what we'll go to, some kind of club or someone's gonna have a party or something. I just can't wait to just do some dancing. I think my dancing's better now than ever, guys. My hips are loose. That's one thing I'm working on in my training, is not only getting stronger but making sure my body has the right kind of flexibility, because hip flexibility is super important for jumping. The hips are what translates lower body force into upward movement or lateral movement for that matter too. So yeah, I think I got the loosest hips of my adult life right now. Joe, my take on caffeine. I personally don't like caffeine. It makes my brain fry. I feel like when I have like a coffee or a Coke, I feel like I've taken some kind of hardcore amphetamine or something like that. So show you my new hair. Let me shake it out here. But no, I don't have caffeine. But Angie's more of our caffeine drinker. She enjoys the taste of coffee more than I do. But yeah, caffeine just fries me like it's not good. Quote me on that. Caffeine like fries me. It's not good. That's my official position there. Protein not pills. You dance basically in any scenario. See, that's what I do now, but I don't think I would do that when I go back to the gym. I don't think I'd be sitting there, at the squat rack, and all of a sudden a cool song comes on in my headphones or whatever, and I just start dancing for like 3 minutes. People would trip, So, but doing that in my own private garage or gym, just dancing whenever a cool song comes on, I feel feel it moving me, and I want to get that movement in for like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Cool. I love that. It's so cool having a home gym. And Tracy Alexander, our moderator, thanks for joining in. Yeah, Tracy helped me a lot. I've given her a few shout outs before for just helping me to get the home gym together. She did it before I did. I saw what she was doing, and she gave me some tips. I got like the weight bench that she forwarded to me from gyms. Is that Gym Sporting Goods? Is that it? No, Dick's Sporting Goods. Not sponsored in any way by them in any kind. But if they wanna, let me know. We don't have any vinyl release. It's every time I look into it, it just seems like a lot of money, and then the shipping is hella expensive. I just print like these eco-friendly CDs. They're really. Do I have one here? I should have one here, but yeah, there's like like barely $1 to ship. But vinyl be like prohibitive, especially if you send it to people overseas too. So I just kind of said, no, I'm just not going to go down the vinyl path. Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods is cool. I want to go back. I want to get some more dumbbells. Now I have a 20-pound and a 30-pound dumbbell that I've had since like before Angie met me, but I wouldn't mind getting some more, like maybe a 15 and a 25 to round it out. I know, Race. I'd never even seen Dick's Sporting Goods before this whole COVID lockdown, but yeah, and it's apparently one of the better ones right now. Fresh flowers. You're struggling to become an morning riser. I'm not an early riser. When I talk about my mornings, I get up like around 10 usually. So I'm going out to my workouts in the gym about 10:30, 10:45, 11 sometimes, something like that. Morning's the best time of the day, but I rarely see them. Now, I don't get up at 5 or 6. I'm definitely not a morning person. Yeah, I'll be doing stuff, into the evening. I go to bed like at 1 or 2. I like working on music at night when it's quiet for recording. I don't have the helicopters and cars and screaming weirdos out in the street and stuff like that. I just like that kind of like when the world's quiet to work on music and record. And yeah, musicians, it's kind of a nighttime thing usually. Take us to the ocean, Ryan. Hey, we're gonna start going back outdoors again more soon now. Like California, we're doing really good here as far as like COVID test positivity rates as low as it keeps going down. Well, other parts of the nation, vaccinations coming on soon, so we are gonna start going back to the ocean and making vlogs. We still go. We might go this week. I tell you when it's 80 degrees. I don't know if we're gonna film a vlog or anything. Let's see, what are you saying there? Vegan Gains. You should check out Olympic dumbbell handles. Since you want to work on improving your power, you might also want to look at adjustable kettlebells. Kettlebell. I know, yeah. There's so many things to look at. Yeah, I'll check out Olympic dumbbell handles. I'll see what those are. I thought I saw what you did. I thought you got what I did. It was like you bought a bunch of weights, and then you got like dumbbells where you can like put those weights on, you clamp them on. I'm thinking about that, but I already have a 20 and a 30, so if I just get a couple more to fill in what I'm doing here, because I don't need super heavy ones. I don't like bench press with dumbbells or anything like that. Just mainly for bicep curls and hammer curls, and like the lateral side thing for your delts. Those are my main things I do with those, but I'll check them out. I'll see what those are. But yeah, I just thought maybe a couple more dumbbells will help out. And actually too, I just been using the free weights themselves, just grabbing the plates, like 10-pound ones for certain things, like tricep work and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't mind some more dumbbells for sure. That's a weakness in our arsenal here. But I like my gym. I didn't spend that much money, and I'm getting so much benefit out of it. Let's see. Get adjustables for that. I'm thinking about that Black Hiss, but I kind of like my free dumbbells, because not free, but with non-adjustable ones, because I don't like all that stuff, the big plates hanging that kind of restrict mobility a little bit. But I don't know, I just need 2 more. I think the cost of getting 2 more dumbbells might not be that much more than getting like an adjustable bar system. We'll see. I'll go to I'll go to Dick's Sporting Goods or something and check it out one day soon. Free gym. Gym is free. Do I have a favorite bean? Asked Darth Unicorn. I've never met a legume I don't like, so I love all beans. I love all beans, and I love all beans. Bauhaus Cure, I'm lucky to wake up at 10. Yes, I'm grateful for that. Hopefully I can keep this going longer. You're a night owl, but I only really exercise if I force myself to get up early to do it. Yeah, and I know not everyone can do that, but that's just kind of what the lifestyle path I chose. I knew I wasn't going to be the richest dude in the world, but I do appreciate the the kind of lifestyle patterns I've been able to craft out. Ooh, super chat tip there. Jimmy D. Wow, super generous of you. Gosh, thank you. Wow.
Have you looked into resistance bands or kettlebells? They're excellent for me. Also, any vegan beer suggestions?
Wow, thank you so much, Jimmy D, for your super generous super chat tip there. And thanks for using Streamlabs too, where they don't take any percentage of it of any kind, so that's super cool of you. Not giving the money to the big Google corporation. But yeah, I do have resistance bands as well. I have a bunch of resistance bands. I have I bought a set of 5 resistance bands, and I found if I get another set of just 3 of them, so I can have dual, so I have a pair of them. But I use them all the time. I use them primarily for back and shoulder work, lat pull downs, and is that what they're called? Yeah. And just other stuff where I stretch them behind my back and stuff like that. So I use them, for back and shoulder. I also sometimes use them for assisted chin-ups, but I kind of go between doing just regular body weight chin-ups and assisted if I want to get a lot of reps in, So yeah, I do have bands. And what else were you asking there? Yeah, I'm curious about kettleballs or bells. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience using them, so I'm just kind of working with what I got right now. I mean, a lot of things I would like to add. I would like to add a trap bar for doing trap bar deadlifts, but instead of that, I'm doing rack pull or elevated deadlifts. You know, I'm just kind of working with what I got. I know I could spend more money and get more stuff. I'm just trying to keep it, you know, keep the budget down. Try to really work what I have. But thanks, and with your donation there, maybe I'll get some more stuff. But I think I'm really good with the resistance bands right now. I love, yeah, I didn't mention resistance bands. They're part of my resistance training too. Yeah, especially they help round out, like, you know, exercises that I have trouble setting up with my current gear. Yeah, if anyone wants to send a link, I'm sorry, super chat tip on Streamlabs, as Tracy said, just, yeah, the pinned message, that's the one at the very top. It's pinned there, like figuratively. Yeah, that's the link to our Streamlabs page where you can donate, leave a super chat message. It's all there for you. Sean Baker is a clown. How did that come up? Are we talking about Sean? Yeah, we've already talked about him enough. He did a video about you? What the hell? About Vegan Metalhead? What did he say about you, Vegan Metalhead? Why would he pick on you for? What did you do? Oh yeah, vegan beer. I saw that. I forgot the second part of your question. Yeah, Barnivore. I haven't been on there for a while. I know they specialize more in vegan wine, but do they have vegan beer too, guys? Because I don't drink beer all that often, so I guess, you know, I haven't looked in a long time. So let us know. Let Jimmy D know if Barnivore also covers all sorts of vegan alcohol, including beer, more than just vegan wine. Let's see. You didn't watch it? I did. You did a response to his fans. Interesting, huh? I wonder why they are picking on you. Okay, thanks, Race. They do beer as well on Barnivore. Yeah, Barnivore is a great. Thanks, AJ, for confirming that. Yeah, I haven't had beer in such a long time, guys. And hard liquor too. Wow. Okay. So for all you guys that are into hard liquor and beer, any kind of vegan alcohol, there you go. Barnivore. I'm starting to build up some hunger here, you know, after my leg workout today, and my banana smoothie. I'm ready to eat some more food soon. How long have I been on? Just kind of curious. Yikes. Where am I? Okay. Okay, an hour and a half, not too unreasonable. I know Race Lover likes to say real vegans do 3-hour live streams, so I'll probably make it to about 2 or so. What's for lunch, Bauhaus Cure? Probably the khichdi that we made last night, I'm thinking, because I'll probably make us plantains tonight. We bought some plantains like 2-3 weeks ago, and they're finally looking really ripe now, so I'll probably make the plantains and rice, which is also in Angie's books too. So yeah, we pretty much eat what's in our books. Yeah, the khichdi's and Cubic Car Baby, the plantains. Tracy, help me remember, which book is the plantains in? Is it in Cubic Car Baby or the Happy Holiday Vegan Cookbook? But it's in one of the two books there. So yeah, we really do eat what's within our books. So we just don't make weird dishes and recipes that we don't eat. This is, like I tell you, a food diary, the real stuff that we eat. So if anyone wants to like criticize us on our diets, look in the books before you do. Let's see, LC, it's been amazing. Your streams are really fun. Thanks, and have an amazing day. Oh, thank you, LC. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Tracy says the black beans and plantains is in the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Yeah, that's right. It's like one of the first recipes, I think. I think it's like right in the front here. Let's see. Ooh, man, I'm getting hungry looking at this stuff, guys. Okay, no, it's a two-pot. It's a two-pot recipe. Oh, here it is. Here's the plantains here, guys. So we're probably gonna have this tonight. Yeah, some beans, the plantains, some like and we got avocados. So yeah, and some rice too. Some brown rice probably, or white, depends how you want to roll. Yeah, it's cool. It's one of our faves. I call it Cuban night. Plantains. Well, thanks for reminding me there, Tracy. I kind of starting to like fuse all the books together, both of Angie's books into one giant book now in my mind. Let's see. I was on. You said you're on Vegan Gains live stream yesterday, and he was arguing that you cannot reverse heart disease with a plant-based diet. Yeah, I was discussing the subtleties of that because I know you have like what's her name? Oh man, Daniela Bellardo and Dr. Avi coming out hard saying that you can't, or at least the evidence isn't conclusive that you can't. I always pointed out to those photographs that we've seen in Dr. Esselstyn's, and I'm going, what do those prove or not prove? So I thought those were pretty clear cut, and they had some issues with the methodology used or something like that. I guess they're not saying those photos aren't proof. They're just not. I guess they're not. They need more than just that or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think they all agree that for a healthy heart, a vegan diet is, whole food plant-based vegan diet is helpful in that regard. I think all those vegan MDs agree with that. I think the point that they disagree in, does it actually in itself, without any other interventions, reverse heart disease? So I would like to talk to them more about that. I'm not sure. I'm all about understanding the truth. So I would like to have a discussion with Avi or Daniela sometime about that, and learn more about that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how to understand the photographic reversals. I guess they're saying that's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they explain that. I'm just kind of curious why that's not sufficient proof and there needs to be further evidence. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I have an open mind. I want to learn. But I think we're all on the same page. A whole food, plant-based diet, vegan diet is good for a healthy heart diet. Difference is, will it reverse it? And regardless, it will stop it from getting worse too. If you do have heart disease, yeah, who knows if you can reverse it on diet alone. But yeah, it should be... Yeah, you got to look at other things too. If you do need medications too, I'm not going to say, disregard medicine or anything like that. But the first thing you should do is look at your diet. Then if you need to have any meds or procedures, go for that if that's what your doctor recommends. But start off with the diet first. Why go through some kind of extreme action like heart surgery when you could start with diet? But yeah, I'm not a medical doctor. I'd like to hear more. I agree, Race. Yeah, I don't like this kind of infighting. I thought Dr. Mike, he's not a vegan, did a video about this, about Dr. Daniela. I'll check it out, see what that's all about. Okay, Richard's chiming in here. You can't prove heart disease reversal with an angiogram, the photographs. It doesn't calculate plaque volume, and there's other issues, including taking the image at different angles, alters the results. That's okay. I understand both. I saw Dr. Avi talk about the first point you're talking about there. The second point, I would argue this. I understand how you could take it at different angles at different moments. I would argue this. If you have a before and after and you take like a sufficient amount of images, I don't know what that would be because we just saw like one angle before and after. If you could take it from a variety of angles, maybe 4 would get it done, maybe 30 would get it done. I'm sure there's a number where you could take it from a sufficient amount of angles and measure if that if the artery is opened up more. I'm just putting that out there. I understand having one angle and one image, yeah, it's not a slam dunk, but it seems like there could be if you have enough imagery. Yeah, I know you guys have talked about it before. Maybe I heard that's where when Dr. Avi was addressing that first point, he was making some point about some measurement. I forgot what, but either way, yeah, I thought he is in agreement that, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with Dr. Avi. I just honestly, sincerely just want to learn more about it. I want to hear his perspective or Daniela's perspective. And then if I could chat with some of the old school guys like Esselstyn and see what they say. I just want to hear all their reasonings. But I think am I right, Richard? And they all agree that eating a whole food vegan diet, a plant-based diet, is a heart healthy diet. Okay, so angiography simply doesn't calculate plaque volume. How about if the here's what I guess the assumption is this, Richard. I guess here's the assumption. If the on those angiograms, if the arteries have appeared to like increase in their width or volume, I guess not volume, but their appearance, their width, is wouldn't the assumption be that there's more blood flowing through it, or is that not necessarily so? It seems like if it opens up more, if there's the same amount of plaque, there's still more volume for the blood to flow through. This is my naive, non-scientific question there. But yeah, I'd love to talk to them more about that. Yeah, again, not to debunk them. I'm not a cardiologist or anything like that. I just want to hear their points of view. Okay, so I think here's this. We agree. I think here's the point of disagreement. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Richard, or anyone, that the vegan medical doctors on both sides agree that a vegan diet, a whole food, vegan, plant-based diet is a heart-healthy diet. Okay, I think they all agree on that. And I think also, don't correct me if I'm wrong, if they all agree on this, that a vegan, whole food, plant-based diet is not only a heart-healthy diet to prevent heart disease, but also B, to treat heart disease. Not saying exclusively through diet, but one of possible many means of attack against heart disease. I think the disagreement is on, does it actually reverse heart disease? So I think they agree it's good for preventing heart disease. B, if you have heart disease, it's also beneficial for that. So I think the disagreement is on point C. Does it actually reverse? So I just want to point that out. I think just that last issue where the debate is, I don't think anyone's like denying the first 2 points. Yeah, Dr. Avi and Daniela both agree that a vegan diet can prevent heart disease and it certainly helps to treat. Okay, that's what I thought. Everyone's on the same page on those first 2 points. This is the last point of reversal. So yeah. Cool. I would love to read more about the third issue. I'm sold. For me personally, and this is just me personally, since I don't have heart disease, as far as I know, I'm happy with a vegan, plant-based diet, being able to prevent and treat heart disease. Reversing, I guess that would be more important if I actually had it and didn't want to have any other medications to intervene. But I'm cool with the first two. That enough would sell me, because we all know heart disease is the #1 leading cause of death in developed countries. So if it helps prevent and treat, that's pretty freaking good. I don't know of any other diet that can maybe there's a few. I don't. Let me know, Richard. Are there any other diets that can make that claim? I know reversal, I thought was before they came up with their arguments. I thought that was a true property. All three of those I said. But okay, let's just take that one away. Do any other diets, I wonder, actually conquer those first 2 steps, prevent and treat? Just curious. But I want to learn more. Like I said, I don't have a stake in the issue. I'm not a medical doctor. My reputation doesn't depend on any of this stuff. I just want to make sure I have good information, valid, fact-based information. Okay, anyway, oh, let's see. We got another super chat tip here, this time from Peter. Thanks, Peter. What are you saying there? Peter's saying if you go with Dr. Esselstyn, he recommends. I remember in Dr. Esselstyn and his recommendations, he clearly states he's talking to people. These recommendations are people with advanced heart disease, not people like, say, you and me, who probably don't have heart disease, just want to have a heart-healthy diet. But his advice is more extreme because they have extreme situations. He recommends, no salt, no sugar, no oil, no nuts, no avocados. And he has seen reversal in heart disease patients, but I am not a doctor, and that's just what he says. Yeah, maybe if we took away the reversal of heart disease, but his studies, let's just ignore if he truly reversed heart disease. His studies have shown that there is a strong statistical significance of those who followed his diet and living, not dying within a year or 5 years, long-term, staying alive, as opposed to people who fell out of his studies. They didn't fare as well as those who adhered to his protocols. So yeah, who cares if you call it reversal or not? I mean, I don't think the patients really care that much. They just want to have a healthier heart and be alive. That's what it comes down to. So I'm not sure if Avi and Daniela are, if they're like trashing Esselstyn or anything like that, but he has good results. Maybe they're unhappy with his choice of wording. If so, yeah, it could be nice to him, but yeah, he can't argue with his statistical significance of the survival rates of people following his protocols. At least that's how I understand these studies when I read through them years back. It's been a while. Wow, Fuzzstar. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I really don't know anything about that. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not going to bullshit you or anything like that. If the question's outside of my realm, I'll let you know right off the bat. Yeah, I really don't know how to answer how plant-based diet and cancer and chemo goes. The little bit I do know as a layperson is that someone can correct me if I'm wrong. There seems to be a correlation between dairy and higher rates or incidence of certain kinds of cancer, and breast cancer is one of those. So if that is true, plant-based diet should be helpful. Is it enough? That's what we're gonna have to talk to your medical doctors about. Wow, so Vegan Gains is calling Dr. Esselstyn a massive liar. His research shows his approach stops the progression of heart disease, but is not any more effective than a moderate fat diet. Curious, did he compare it in his own studies, like his Esselstyn protocol with a moderate fat diet, or has it kind of been like, compared through epidemiology, like, meta-analysis of some kind? Just curious. Anyway, yeah, let's not get into the semantics. I didn't come on here to discuss heart disease issues that I'm not like, an expert in any way. I'm just going from what, I've been following over the years. Let's see, what's that, Joe? You're saying Esselstyn. Okay, I'll continue with this line of thought. He has admitted that in an interview. He's not a liar. What did he admit? He admitted that, what Richard just said there, that his results are comparable to those results found on a moderate fat diet. Okay, cool. So if he admitted that, then that sounds like he's not like, being deceitful in the strength of his results, admitting that other diets can produce same or similar results. I don't say I'm not following all this. You guys probably know more about all this than I do. Bob, no, I don't have a membership to Costco. Why do you ask? Do you have some good vegan options that you want to tell me about there? Let me know. Let's see. So I just kind of out of the blue here. What do you guys think about this earlier live stream time? I came on, how long ago? An hour and a half ago. Let's see. An hour and 45 minutes ago. Let me know what you guys think about this, as not maybe like the normal time for me, but a time I do from time to time, because I want to get more people who aren't awake or busy when I'm normally doing my live streams later on in the day or evening. So let me know what you guys think about this. The early time works better for you, entirely honest. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to try to if I do 2 a week, I'm going to try to do one in my kind of normal time for me, which is, a few hours still from now, and then try to do one earlier in the day like today, because this works out good with my flow. I can still work on a video tonight if I want to, or I can work on some music tonight too, because I told you I'm 3 days into recording a new song, so I can keep going with that too, and I love to make music at nighttime. So let's see, Vegan Gains, you're saying, talking about Esselstyn, he's compared other trials like Lion's Heart trial, which had a more moderate fat intake. Esselstyn measured adverse events in his trial in different ways and dishonestly represented the results. Interesting. I'm curious to see that, because he's held in high regard. He's not known for being a dishonest researcher. Anyway, I'll check out some. I'll try to talk to Avi or Daniela Bellardo and see if they have time to talk to me about this a little more. Again, I don't have a stake in this. I just want to learn more. That's how I am. I don't, I'm all about truth. I don't care about defending a position that I am emotionally or career-wise anything attached to. I'm all about learning. I'm all about truth. And if something I knew before needs to be corrected or augmented, cool. Oh, Racer, no, I don't want to get dragged into it, Race. I just want to have a discussion, like in private, not online for you guys all to see. I just want to chat with them. I just want to hear their point of view. That's it. It's not to yeah, not to like make a YouTube video or you know, any kind of creative product out of it, just to help me out my, you know, my understanding of the issue. That's it, you know, just purely for knowledge's sake. So I think it could go somewhere, Race, but yeah, I'm not going to turn it into a show for you guys or anything like that. Just totally off camera, you know, that kind of thing. Let's see. FIFA Antonio, if you wish there was more vegan drama. No, trust me, vegan drama sucks. Unless someone loves drama, and I didn't get into what I'm doing here for drama's sake. To be completely honest, that was the last thing on my mind is drama. Let's see. Lauren, advice for releasing tension in the abductor's inner thighs. Um, I have some stretches that I do that'd be hard for me to demonstrate right now. I remember early on in the lockdown here in California, I think in March, if you want to go back to our channel and just kind of go back to a video of me doing yoga and working out here in this room, check it out. I do some stretches there, which might help you in those areas. I know they help me in specific sore spots that I have. The sore spots in my like upper legs and butt area, I guess. Piriformis, I think, is one of the muscles there that I can release tension in. So check them out. Maybe they'll work for you. They're really good for people that do a lot of activity on their legs, like people that like do lifts on their legs, runners, cyclers. It's helped me, basketball. It's helped me out through all these sports when I get these sore spots back there. So check it out. It's from like maybe April, could be May. Just check it out. It's me in this room. It's the only video I've ever made all these years of me doing my yoga work here. And I'm pretty sure I show those stretches. Let's see. Sure, Dr. Avi would talk to you. I did watch some of your live streams, Richard, back when you were talking about it. It was just a long conversation, and I would just prefer to just talk to someone directly to ask because I had some questions and they couldn't get answered in these forums. So I just like to talk to someone one-on-one if I could. So yeah, that'd be cool to talk to Avi. Let's see. Listen to the live stream while working out or something. Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, I just listen to music when I work out, but yeah, I could probably work. Let's see, could I do that? Yeah, I could actually just stream it from my phone, audio only, and just ignore the video, just put the phone to sleep. I guess I could do that. Hey, Sarah, how you doing there, Sarah? I'm probably going pretty soon. I'm starting to get pretty hungry. I'm ready for my second meal of the day. I think I burned through a lot of calories doing my leg work today. Every day's tough, though. Every day's tough. I tried to keep it chiller today because I was feeling some fatigue, so I didn't go as hard. Took a few pounds off. Still feel like I got a good workout, though. Seaspiracy, Uncle Walt. Again, I still need to renew my Netflix subscription. I thought I would have already watched Seaspiracy, but I tell you, the past 3 nights I've been in this room just locked away working on music, working on a new song. I'll get it soon, maybe tonight. I'll most likely we'll see it before this week's over. But vegans, for the most part, typically know the horrors of animal agriculture, like in Cowspiracy, and know the horrors of the seafood industry, like in Seaspiracy. Most of us know. So in that sense, it's in some sense preaching to the choir. I'm sure it'll get more facts and data to help me out in my arguments and just the videos I make. I think it's going to help out your average non-vegan person. These people who are just kind of blissfully unaware, just going about their lives, not really thinking about the ecological, environmental impacts that their daily decisions have. So I think it's going to be, some people are going to be, their minds will be blown and think twice about engaging in their, like, my salmon that I need for omega-3s or whatever they like, so yeah, that's what the movie's really made for, I imagine. Like Cowspiracy, we already knew it's to wake people up. Game Changers, we already knew it's to help non-vegans understand they could be as athletic as they want, as an elite athlete as their genetics and training will allow them to be, and a vegan diet will not prevent them from doing that. So I think it's going to help out non-vegans more than vegans, but we can all learn from it. I'm sure there's some facts there, new facts, since I last was hanging out with Ollie and learning about this stuff. yeah, Peter, I'm gonna watch the video and probably do some kind of response like I did with the Game Changers too. So I'll do it. I'll probably be one of the last vegan channels to do it. I know a lot of you guys are more on top of it than I am, but I've just been fully like into like my studio here for the past few days working on something. So I will definitely do it. Just maybe it'll be cool to come out last, I guess. You know, having some more time to, you know, see it and reflect over it and see maybe I can get some of the others' reactions too, since I'll be going last. The advantage of moving last. Wow, vegan metalhead, the octuple bypass burger. It sounds like this heart attack grill. Is that where that's at? I saw that place before. I looked like, yeah, just death in a restaurant basically. Let's see. Black Lib. Seaspiracy made you angry at the average meat-eating person, kind of getting unforgiving. Have some compassion. Yeah, I know. It should. I think that's the whole point. Not to get vegans angry at these people, and we should have some anger. Like, look, guys, you guys need to get your S together. You know, we're destroying the planet, and you are doing more of it than we are. So I'm hoping people will have some kind of conscience to see what their actions are doing. Because yeah, this footage, like what Ollie's talking about, from what I know, you know, from before making the movie, is not, you know, footage that your average person's ever seen, and so they're just blissfully unaware. It's kind of like the ag-gag laws here in the United States, how you can't show the public what happens inside of a slaughterhouse, because once people see that, they might start thinking about if they really should be eating that you know, dead animal, because, you know, you don't need to, and we don't need to eat seafood either. So I forgot where I was going with that line of reasoning though, but yeah, people need to see this. They need to be aware of the consequence of their actions. What kinds of practices are in place by the seafood industry that are just intentionally destroying our oceans and our planet so people can enjoy some fish, you know? Anyway. Yeah, I'm with you, Eleni. Yeah, vegans need to watch it too. We already know the horrors, but it is helpful. Yeah, sounds great, Peter. The heart attack grill's offering there. Whoa, what was that? Oh, just got a message from someone about the live stream. Oh, you're watching right now, William? Oh, wow. Here's the image of that crazy burger he was talking about, the octuple bypass. If I can get it on the camera here. But this is it. You can... Let me see if I make it less bright. Let me do that. Maybe you can see it a little bit better now. This is what he was talking about, the octuple bypass. I didn't know you're watching. Cool. Yeah. That's just making fun of heart disease, you know, the #1 cause of death. You know, just like, I guess if you're, you know, just don't care. If you don't care about yourself, unfortunately, how are you going to care about others? How are you going to care about the life of other sentient beings, human and animal? And how are you going to care about having a healthy planet for all us to live on? So, yeah, change needs to start with individuals that don't care about themselves. You should care about yourself, you know? Anyway, what's that, Uncle? Ever go on a field trip to a cannery or nothing like that in school? No, I never did any kind of field trip like that. Did you? That sounds like, I don't think, do they do stuff like that anymore? That's pretty wild. More water here. Again, if any ethical water company wants to give me a bottle and not try to like give me some crappy deal, you'll get your water bottle shown many times in a live stream, and I do many live streams throughout the year. You're gonna have, you know, get your bang for your buck. So some non-bogus water company, write me. Yeah, about house cure, I did. It's going to happen this week. So, yeah, follow my social media. I don't know if I'm going to post about it on my Facebook or something like that. But yeah, it's going to happen this week. Vegan Gains just hit an all-time PR on the incline press. I don't even know what that's like. I can't even imagine doing an incline bench press of 250 pounds, even for like 1 rep, let alone 3 sets of 5. So yeah, you're doing a whole different kind of thing than I am. That I respect that. I know what that, you know, I understand where I'm at and what it take to get there. My whole goal actually in bench pressing, I just seem like an average lift for like a guy in my age group. That's all I want. I'm actually a little below average because, you know, I'm pretty, you know, I'm tall, so I weigh a lot, but a lot of that weight is not muscle, it's bone and heavy stuff that doesn't really do all that much anything for power. So my goal is just to lift what's average. So I'm getting there. I'm really close. I guess I kind of cheated myself in that regard too, because I was working more out for hypertrophy, just like muscle size increase rather than strength. Just doing a lot of reps, like, you know, like in the like 10 to like 14 rep range. I was doing that for like a month and a half or two, and with upper body stuff, and just in the past like maybe 2-3 weeks, I switched over to higher weight, lower reps. So now my body's adjusting to that. So yeah, I'll probably get there in, like, I'm guessing a couple, maybe by the end of April at the latest, something like that. I should hit it sometime in April. That's where I'm at. I just want to be average. So yeah, I got to stop hypertrophy training and get more into and continue working on strength. It's cool. I went up like, I think 10 pounds last week. You know, that's pretty cool. Probably go up 5 pounds for the next few weeks and hit it soon. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I've never been gifted with a large upper body. I've always had a kind of a scrawny upper body. And this is the biggest I've been. Have you guys seen where I'm at right now? Let me take you to my Instagram. I'll show you where I'm at upper body wise here. You guys want to see? I think I showed this before. Richard can check it out if you want. You just want to see where I'm at right now. So yeah, here is let's see. Here is this is from how long ago? February 15th. This is a what's this? Let me move this dumb alert away. Sorry guys. Google Chrome's asking for some permissions there. That was me after a bicep day there. And let's see. Yikes. Uh-oh, where am I? Yikes. Ah, god dang it. I was going to show you chest workout day there. Alright, sorry guys. 1 second. Oh, really? We're going to be all large like that now. Okay. You guys are seeing all who I follow on Instagram. Alright, cool. Let me go back to my profile. Alright, here we go. Here are my upper body gains here, guys. There we go. That's where I'm at right now. You know, that was after, like, I think I took this photo right about the end of my hypertrophy phase there. So yeah, I mean, for most of you guys, it's like, oh, it's not that much. But I mean, I've always had a really flat chest, even when I was a non-vegan. This is like the buffest I've ever been up top. You know, considering I've been training more of my lower body for, you know, basketball gains, for vert gains. You know, like, you know, it's cool to have a nice chest, but it doesn't really help all that much in the vertical jump department. So that's where I'm at right now. That was after I took about a month and a half maybe of hypertrophy training or so, and now I've kind of switched over to strength. I think I built a little strength doing hypertrophy, but that's not really the goal. The goal is just to get the individual muscle cells bigger. Anyway, that's the results of what I've been doing there, working out. Upper body. Tell you, really, my whole thing is really to increase lower body strength. But you know, you can't train lower body every day. So on the off days, I'm doing upper body work. Looking jacked. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was fun. I never did a hypertrophy chest program in my entire life. Never done it before. So that was new to me. So I guess I got some cool gains just from being new to that. So yeah, the gains started kind of slowing down. So I'm going, now's a good time to work on something else and work on strength now, to totally just to get like an average bench press lift. Because I was doing light weights, you know, like you know, 95, 100, 105, 110 pounds, but like just going like, you know, like depending on what I'm doing, at least from 8 to upwards, like, 13, 14 reps, and doing a bunch of sets, just getting a lot of volume in. After do that, then do push-ups, and it's just keep hitting the chest over and over and over again. Race, what's that? Hey, that Ryan makes it harder for me to make excuses not to work out. Knock it off. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. It just, it was an experiment, just something to do. Like I said, I'd never done it before. I've always put in my, focused effort into lower body gains, the glutes, hamstrings, just your posterior chain muscles. So I thought I'd put in some concerted effort into getting the upper body to kind of match up a little bit, because I have some pretty good looking. I can't show you my lower body gains all that well. Angie knows. I wish she could come in here right now and vouch for me. Like, she's never seen my ass. Like I said, that word, my butt. This is this big and firm before, so. And I've always had big calves. You guys know that. Just genetically, I have bigger calves than most bodybuilders I know. I remember I compared with like Brian Turner before, and he was like bumming how my calves were bigger than his, So that's a genetic thing, not from hard work, just genetic. So I've been genetically not gifted up here, and just try to improve a weakness, if you will, instead of just working on strengths, to try to address some of the weaknesses too. So anyway, enough of me bragging or whatever. I'm not really bragging, just showing you my results. One day, guys, I should make a video of what I've been doing, just like, the results of my workout transformation thing I've been doing since I got my home gym I got it in late October. So it's like, what, 4 or 5 months of solid working out almost every day. Yeah, but for me, it's all about leg days. That's really where I'm getting my vert gains, on leg days, both on lifting leg days, like today, where you're working on squats, and a variety of squats, single leg squats, double leg squats, step down squats, landmine squats, dumbbell, what's those called, goblet squats, and then deadlifts of sorts too. And then there's leg days where I just go out and jump around like plyometric, without working on without working with resistance, just working with my body so I can jump higher. Anyway, yeah, it's a weird training. You don't see too many 53-year-olds doing what I'm doing. It's pretty weird, pretty specific. Let's see, what else you guys talking about here? Yeah, Race Lever, explaining your calves isn't vegan. I know when I was talking about Brian Turner, I remember I filmed him saying, he was pointing at cows, I think he said something like that, saying mine was beyond calves, something like that. I forgot, it was a dumb joke. What's that, Uncle Walt? Okay, thanks for sharing the results of that search there, vegetarianism by country, and it's on Wikipedia. Okay, I'll check that out, Uncle Walt. Yeah, it's important to have strong legs, really. I think so, because that's how we get around, and you should be able to people should squat more. Squatting's great. I realized once I started squatting how much just non-workout squatting I do in the course of the day, to bend down and get things out of a drawer, to feed the cats, to clean the toilet, to clean the cat box. I'm squatting all day, getting out of the bathtub. So now when I do squats in my everyday non-working out life, I'm doing them right. I think I was aggravating a tendon or ligament in my knee. Now I know to engage my glutes when I'm squatting to get back up. Don't use the knee, just feel that force of the glutes pushing you back up. So I think I might have a healthier knee life after doing squats now. Prolong my basketball playing time. Let's see. Hey Angela, I'm doing not so bad here. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I heard about that too, Peter. Yeah, sounds very typical. Yeah. Let's see, Travis, you've been using a bodyweight squat just as a rest position instead of sitting. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you see a lot of people in Asian cultures who just kind of hang out in a squat position instead of using a chair. So that's a good way to do just get some passive work there. I mean, passive in the sense your body's still working, but you're not I am working out right now, just to get some free gains, if you will, non-intentional, non-trying gains. Yeah, Darth, that's what I'm starting to realize, Darth Unicorn. Just doing a short, low impact exercise routine can prevent injury due to age later in life. That's what I'm noticing now. Just doing more squats and getting stronger at squats and getting, more muscle in my rear and all that. Yeah, it's just helping me in just daily life. I'm not putting as much pressure on my knees, just, from doing daily activities where I have to squat down. Let's see, I'm gonna get going pretty soon, guys. This has been a fun live stream. Let me see where we're at here, time-wise. Almost 2 hours. Oh, 2 hours and 9 minutes. I went over and raced. Don't tell me real vegan stream for 3 hours. I'm getting pretty hungry already. I guess the lower body stuff just, uses a lot of energy. They're your biggest muscles, your glutes, hamstrings, those are big muscles. So they burn through a lot of energy. So I could see why. It's almost 5. It's an honest time to have some food too, I think. What do you think? It's 5 o'clock, honest time to have lunch. That means I have dinner like at 9 or 10. See, that's why I go to bed like at 1 or 2. Let's see, Dean. I gotta see what's gonna help me with my post moves. I'm curious about that. I missed what you said, Dean. What helps with post moves? I want to know. Oh, every time I just like the squats. Just lower body stuff. It's just great for basketball. Yeah, definitely when you're trying to overpower someone in the paint, which in the key, close to the basket. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I want to make sure when I go back I'm stronger than ever before. So hopefully I'll be more athletic and as far as like jumpy, sprightly kind of thing. But I also want to have the power to like play in the paint, which is I like to do too. I like to play everywhere. I like to shoot outside. I like to mid-range shots. I like to play near in too, using my height and strength advantages. Yes, I do have strength advantages because I have powerful legs. At least I know how to leverage them, use them. They're not like awesome powerful or anything like that. I'm not bragging, but they get the job done. Race, no interpretive dance today. My legs have already got their workout today. Fighting, yeah, I've never really done any fighting training in my adult life. Antonio, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, maybe tonight, maybe, I don't know, not right now, definitely not for me, that is. Does anyone have Ilani asking, does anyone have any tips to strengthen lower back? I know generally when I exercise it gets better. I'm not sure what specifically. Here is my theory, and if Richard's still listening, he could jump in and give his 2 cents. Because the reason why I don't deadlift off the ground is because it really puts a lot of strain on the lower back, particularly if you have a weaker lower back like I do, being tall and having a weirdly curved spine. So I don't deadlift off the ground anymore. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it on pins. I mean, it's an elevated deadlift. It's not off the ground. It's up of like almost knee height or something like that. So it does still require some lower back effort to lift it up from there, but not as much. So I figure I'm strengthening the back in that regard, and as opposed to neglecting the lower back by doing a different kind of deadlift. Like say I was doing a squat stance deadlift, which is like an open sumo deadlift where you don't really use any back, and same with what's this called, trap bar deadlifts too seem to bypass the back. So as I'm doing, it's called like rack pull or elevated deadlifts. So I'm still using the back but not putting so much strain on the back. So I figure I'm still working the back and getting some strength. So let me know if any of you guys have any ideas on how to get the lower back engaged without beating it up, because some of us don't have great lower backs, and I'm definitely in that category. It's not surprising. I'm 6'4.5", 53 years old, and don't have the straightest spine. My lower back isn't as, good as it could be if some of those attributes were slightly or significantly different, attributes about myself. Okay, jogging helped your back. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would. I know you got jogging is good because it helps your abs and torso are engaged to keep your body upright. So I imagine the back would help. Yeah, thanks, George. Yeah, deadlifts. I'm talking about deadlifts too. Yeah, don't go hardcore. The whole point is not to like strain yourself on the pull up on the deadlift. So yeah, go lighter and it's just feel your back being engaged but not taxed. Okay, I see some other tips there. Let's see. You're going to the gym, George? Awesome. I hope I inspired you to do that. Yeah, I'm sure there's some good isometric exercises that could help the back. I personally not an expert in isometric holds, but I'm sure there's some. Yeah, you maybe could look up isometric lower back. Just Google that and see what comes up. You know, something you might be able to just do on your own without any or very little equipment. But that's what I kind of do. I just try not to strain the back and just kind of, it gets a workout with the rack pull or elevated deadlift. Cool. Yeah, deadlifts are a great lift. I try not to do them every time I do squats. I kind of vary it, like on say day 1 and day. Let's see. No, I guess on day 1 and day 5 I'm doing like a purely kind of squat day. And then on day 1, I'll do no deadlifts. Day 5, I'll throw deadlifts in because deadlifts are taxing. They're tiring, especially if you're going, towards your limits. You're pulling a lot. You're really putting a lot of central nervous system energy through a lot of strain. And I don't want to feel fatigued like twice a week. So now if I feel fatigued, that'd be more than twice a week. I just try to manage deadlifts. But yeah, I don't want to neglect them. Just not overdo deadlifts. Just kind of make sure I'm working it, but not overdoing it. How many languages do I know? Well, obviously I'm fluent in English. I've studied French in high school and college. I'm not great at it, and afterwards I started studying Spanish on my own, but this is a long time ago, so not great at either of those. And I was really trying to develop more of a reading fluency in French rather than a speaking fluency, because it was sort of a requirement in my philosophy grad school program that you could translate at least one foreign language. Let's see, am I wearing buff makeup thinking out loud? Oh, you're looking at my picture on Instagram. No buff makeup of any kind. That's just purely, just me, nothing really to add any muscle other than just me working out hard. Yeah. There are a lot of French philosophers. So yeah, being able to translate, that was one of the requirements of getting out of my my grad school, my PhD program. However, I ended up leaving. I took a year of absence, never went back, so it really didn't matter anymore. So it was cool though. I mean, it's cool. I want to travel to France. Never been there. I want to travel to France and Spain. So hopefully I can try to rebuild my skills for those trips. Not planning anything anytime soon though, but I definitely want to go. Yeah, push-ups are a great exercise too, for sure. Yeah, I remember during lockdown, I didn't have my weights yet. I was doing 100 push-ups a day, not all at once, just breaking it up over like a bunch of sets. I wasn't really noticing that many gains. I don't know, maybe I was doing them wrong or something like that. But yeah, having all these weights now, I'm really, as you saw there, it's doing something. But yeah, it seems like the push-ups, I was like getting better at them, but I wasn't really noticing any, I wasn't, like when I looked at my body, it still looked pretty much the same. Let's see what you're thinking, Dean, about post moves. More weight and strong legs help with post moves and spin agility. The thing is, you want to find the sweet spot when you're playing basketball, because you can put on a lot of weight and get really strong, but then you often lose your quickness, your agility to move quickly, especially lateral movement to keep up with smaller players. And hopefully I haven't lost it during lockdown. I don't think so. I still had it last year when I was 52, but I like to guard quick players when need be. I like, if there's a smaller guy, a guard that's putting up all the points and he needs to be stopped or at least slowed down, I'll volunteer to guard him. I can keep up with them more or less and use my length to bother them. So I want to be able to be quick and strong. So yeah, that's why I'm not really concerned about getting overly strong. When I play in the post in basketball, I don't want to go off on this too long, bores most people, but I'm already stronger than most people when I play in the post. So I don't need to get too much stronger, but yeah, I want to stay light on my feet. I want to be able to guard young, quick little dudes. Watch some of my videos I showed you where, from last year where I'm playing guys at the gym. I'm playing 19-year-old guys, super quick, and I'm staying in front of them. So I want to be able to do that as well. I want to be a really versatile player still, rather than just be kind of just a post-up big man or something like that. Problem with that is if you're at the gym, it's playing 5-on-5, you never get the ball. They never throw the ball into the big guys, really. Yeah, Peter. If I go to France, or when I go to France, yeah, definitely when we go to south of France, Provence is on our list, and then head down to like the coast of Spain as well, to like Barcelona or something like that. Some year we'll do that when we got money, when we're not spending it all on like weird house repairs like we've been doing and will continue to be doing. Oh no, Antonio just did 100 push-ups a day in 2019 and noticed a small difference. That's probably what I noticed, like a small difference. I thought I would get more of a visible difference from 100 push-ups a day. Michael, I haven't really noticed anything like that, to be honest with you, but I guess maybe I'm not buying like foods like maybe Beyond Meat's there's been more of a run for that. Rachel, why did I stop the 80-10-10 diet? I have to say I never really did the 80-10-10 diet as prescribed by Doug Grant. I was following a raw vegan diet, heavy in fruit back in 2012, I think into 2013. I did it for about 9-10 months, something like that. I didn't write it down, and I stopped it because I realized quickly it's quite a lot of work, a lot of effort to find all the food, to buy all the food, make sure you have ripe food 3 times or 4 times a day, every day. It just seemed like I was just so concerned about food all the time, buying it, and then some of the preparations are complicated unless you just eat fruit just like without any preparation. It just seemed like a lot of work, a lot of effort, and I wasn't really noticing the benefit as to why it's why go through all that work. So yeah, I just started slowly. Hey, I'm gonna steam some potatoes and rice. See how that goes. See if I feel any worse. I feel tired. If my athleticism decreases. No, none of the same. In fact, I felt better probably. I was getting more calories. I didn't realize at the time I probably wasn't getting enough calories, even though I was trying my best to. Despite trying my best, I was losing weight. Trying my best to eat a lot of food and not lose weight. I was losing weight. So that's why I did it. It just seemed like a lot of effort. There was no benefit to it that I perceived. In fact, yeah, I felt better once I started incorporating like some of these horrible beans and potatoes and rice and stuff like that. So that's why. But I said, if it works for you, cool. I'm not going to try to persuade you not to do it. But yeah, I just don't understand why I'd want to dedicate so much of my life to and actually give up so many perfectly healthy foods too. There's no studies that show if you eat steamed broccoli, you're going to die. If you eat beans, you're going to die. In fact, beans are associated with less all-cause mortality. So you're giving up a perfectly great healthy food there. I did eat a lot of bananas, Uncle Walt. I love them because I figure, okay, each banana is roughly 100 calories, but you only can eat so many bananas. Nope, those cooked foods are not killing us. I mean... Yeah, love potatoes. Potatoes and carrots are awesome. I agree with you there. All right, Rachel. Yeah, hope you respect my answer. I don't know if you're raw or 80-10-10 or not. Like I said, if it works for a person, cool. I have nothing bad to say about it if it's working for you. I just didn't find it to produce any tangible benefit for me, given all the effort it seemed to me to require and the exclusion of perfectly healthy whole foods when there's no scientific evidence saying that giving up potatoes, rice, and beans will make you healthier or live longer. Yeah, potatoes are life, man. Those are awesome foods. It's just like, here's my bottom line. It made especially an 80-10-10 raw vegan diet, it made a vegan diet extremely restrictive. Extremely restrictive. Giving up like all these plants that are perfectly fine. Like, why? Why give them up for? There's no reason. Oh, is it Produce Not Pills' birthday? I missed that. Thanks for adding that, Tracy. Happy birthday, Produce Not Pills. Yeah, no all caps, guys. That's just like shouting in a live stream. So, yeah, I like quinoa, Nathalga, but I don't eat it all that often. I just kind of forget to get quinoa, to be honest with you. But I do like it. If someone had brought quinoa here, I'd eat it for sure. Making potato logs. That sounds good. We'll probably have some soon. We have a big bag of potatoes we got recently. They got to get eaten, just like raw food, except you have more time with potatoes before they go bad. But the fruits, they can go bad just like that. The window's small. But you still have to play that game with like potatoes and other foods too. All right, guys, speaking of potatoes, I am hungry. I am famished. It is almost 5 o'clock, so I think it's time for me to get lunch happening. Fortunately, like I said, it's already cooked. We made khichdi last night, which is in the Keep It Carb cookbook. Check it out. It's one of our favorite recipes. So I'm 6'4.5". Ooh, so I'm gonna go heat that up for me and Angie here, guys. So thanks Tracy, thanks Race for being great moderators. We had pretty as far as I could tell, trouble-free stream until kind of recently, but you know, maybe you're doing such a great job I didn't even notice. So thanks guys. And yeah, thanks Uncle Walt. Always good to see you guys. And yeah, I'm glad this early live stream worked out for so many other regulars, and I'm glad it also worked out for other people who find my regular times kind of hard for them and their lives and schedules. So cool. I want to try to do this more. I'm going to try to have not make it be like, I think the last one I did this time was like months ago. So I'm going to make it more common every week or two for sure. All right, guys. So you guys all have a good day, good evening, wherever you're at. And I need to get a new video in the can. I think I have a topic I'm going to research. I haven't, but maybe I'll do that tonight, unless I'm working on my song. And I got to get Seaspiracy going too, so I'll have to watch that, do reaction. So a lot of stuff for me to do. Never a dull moment around here too, guys. So I'll see you soon. Today's Tuesday, and I'll probably have my regular Friday live stream as well as too. So be on the lookout for that, guys. So much love. Thanks for being so awesome. Got a great time chilling with y'all. So I will see y'all soon. All right. Much love. Stay vegan, guys. All right.